so it's been a couple weeks. Who wants to do a recap?
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't pull up, son of a bitch. Are we going? I can read it. That's fine. We're on session 12. That was last week. Or the last time we were on, right?
Yeah.
The fight with Valentina.
Yep.
All right. So, in the short, this session is centered on a fierce battle against the vampire Valenta and her two spawn in the coffin maker's shop. Jynx led the charge, greasing the staircase and igniting it with the alchemist's fire to create a deadly bottleneck, then fighting his way through the inferno with thunderous shock waves and illusory. We're going to skip that word. Duplicates to
illusionary.
Yeah, but that's not what it says. Duplicates to absorb enemy strikes. Though grappled, bitten, and dragged into an adjacent room, Jynx held his ground, eliminating one spawn with a well-placed dart and knife combo, then locking Valenta in place while the party closed in. Graven delivered the killing blow, boring a hole through Valenta with relentless focused strikes, leaving her remains splattered across Jynx in a moment of grim absurdity. The third spawn, so this is backwards. So you killed the second spawn, but Valenta changed.
I noticed that. Yeah. I remember reading that AI got that missed. So.
Yeah. So.
Stupid AI.
Fucking computers.
In the aftermath, the party uncovered a letter on Henrik's person signed by a Rahadin. I wanted to say his name like that on purpose. I love Kingdom of Heaven. I'm sorry. A name connected to Strahd, right? Revealing a payment of 200 gold and a bone pickup scheduled for that very morning. Stolen bones of St. Andrew were returned to Father Lucian, who rewarded the group with gold, healing potions, and a draught of heroism, and a resurrection scroll. Okay, so Graven, while reporting to the authorities, noticed a wanted poster bearing a face strikingly similar to Irene's, a detail he quietly filed away. The party then briefed Baron Vallaki, who recognized Rahadin's name and pledged additional security around the church. Jynx also advocated for Milo, the bribed groundskeeper, securing him honest work after the upcoming festival. With the vampire coven broken, the conspiracy dismantled, and an invitation to the Baron's feast in hand, the party regrouped and set off into the wilds of Barovia with Zoldar as their guide.
The only other thing that I will remind everybody that the short version did not add is that Isaac was putting up a wanted poster in the middle of town. And, Graven and Crew Graven for him. Gravened.
I accomplished the task.
That's fair. Okay.
We essentially were just making our way to the site, right, to meet up with them so they can take us to the tower. I figured we got to them and then stopped. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I think we were ready to go, but we didn't officially leave.
Right.
Yeah, we were ready to hit the trail.
You all had essentially met up. There were essentially just words traded between you all, and you all were setting out to make your way towards the tower. All right. So, since I am trying to get us to a point, obviously things I need to describe, I will describe, but a lot of the travel banter, if you guys are good with it, we'll just kind of
skip it. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I did.
Okay, so what's everybody's passive perception?
Mine's low, not high at all.
I have the highest.
12.
Okay.
My passive investigation's 18 though.
Yeah, mine's 18 for perception.
Any higher than 18?
No, I am the highest.
All right. So you all set out with the brothers a little later than you all really wanted to. But you all do go ahead and head southwest down essentially the main path that you all have been using this entire time to go from the east to the west. Eventually, you all get to probably about an hour in. You all begin to hear what sounds like trickling or rushing. Not, I don't want to say rushing water, but there is a, depending on where you're from, a large creek or a small river that you all can hear that you all are quickly approaching.
Flowing water.
Flowing water, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, I guess that is a good way to put it. Follow the two brothers. The path narrows, flanked by dense, towering trees. Up ahead, you can see an old wooden bridge come into view. Its age-worn planks spanning the rushing river below. As you approach, you can see the dark river tumbling over the smooth rocks of the riverbed, bordered on either side by gnarled bushes and trees. As you step onto the bridge, your boots echo against the old damp wood. To the north, you can see that the river meanders upstream around the tree line before vanishing around a curve. To the south, the river winds like a ribbon between its banks, then gradually vanishes into the mist. Halfway across the bridge, you notice something that catches your eye. There's a small scrap of some sort of white fabric that's fluttering on the surface, the far side of the river. It seems to be caught on a tree root. It's probably about a dozen yards downstream, but it's right on the bank.
It's just cloth.
From where you guys are on the bridge, yeah, X notices that there's just a piece of cloth that's randomly just seems to almost be like on the Potomac, right, where you have like some sort of fabric that's caught sitting there flapping. But yeah,
does I almost said Reese? God damn it!
You and I had that logo.
I'm in a different mode right now, man. Shit.
But yes, I would say, hey, do you guys see that? And I would point in the direction of the cloth.
With that, Jynx will send Skitter out to go look at it and retrieve it if he can.
He 100% can. It's literally a piece of fabric that seems to have been. As Skitter gets up to it, he would notice that it's not tied on, but it was almost seems like it was purposely like stuck, like
left here
somehow. Just as like a indicator. He brings it back, and it is a small, obviously water-soaked white handkerchief that's embroidered with the red initials RVR.
I don't have my notes available. Does that mean anything to anybody?
It's an abbreviation for river.
I hate you because that's not it at all, but that's,
I know.
Dude, I hate it.
I'm about to get kicked. See you later.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, if you all get the water-logged handkerchief that has the initials RVR embroidered in red on them. Do you guys do anything with that in this moment, or?
I think it'd be a conversation of who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What was that little girl's name again?
Skitter brought it back to me, so I'd look over it. I'd check it to see if there was anything unique or eye-catching about it. But other than that, I would just say that I wonder if this belongs to that Van Richten guy we got the notes from.
Okay. So with that, I'm gonna pull you guys onto a map real fast.
Oh, this looks like a fight map. Okay.
Hold on. Don't get too stuck in.
Don't be hasty.
So, this is the river that you guys are currently on that I was just describing.
Correct.
Heard.
Yep.
The one that's not touching.
I'm gonna touch your butt.
Promise.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
good touch and a bad touch.
Bending over.
There's something
Right.
across the river on the left.
So,
It looks like a sandwich.
as you guys approach, you guys do go ahead and get right up to the bridge. I'm gonna keep you all where you are for the moment, just for sake of the battle map itself.
It is a battle map.
Told you.
Well, clearly it's a battle map. You'll notice up ahead that the road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. Scattered across the intersection are 4 small dead saplings, their branches and trunks blackened and gnarled. Some lean at slight angles, while others stand stubbornly upright. Their twig-like structures idle and quiet in the windless air. Nearby, a pair of scarecrows appears to have been mounted along 2 separate trees. 2 separate trees, bodies hewn of rough straw and withered cloth, clinging to twisted, young or low-hanging branches. Their painted sackcloth eyes seem almost mocking, and black raven feathers poke out of their stuffed guts. The lower halves, the snapped wooden signpost, thrust upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in 4 directions, lies on in the weeds below. As you all approach, Zoldar makes the comment to you all that these scarecrows weren't here 2 days ago. The last time they had come through here. As he says that, as he's kind of saying that and like walking across, like fully across the bridge, directly west, if you guys straight shoot through the intersection there, you all see this. It starts off from the tree line as just like this little hue of light. And after a second of looking, this little glowing orb just kind of floats across into the middle of the intersection there.
Okay. About how far away from us is it, roughly? 25, 30 feet?
No, you guys should be able to see it. You see where I'm pinging?
Yeah. Okay, way far away. I see. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell is that?
I don't like it.
As you all kind of stand there for a second, off to like your 2 o'clock, through the trees, you see another hue of light kind of in that same motion. And through the trees itself, you see another one of these little orbs floating and just through the forest and trees.
Zoldar,
Look
have you
over-
ever seen these?
Beat me to it. I was literally about to say the same thing.
Without even looking at you all, he just staring off towards where these lights are coming from. He just shakes his head. Can't say I have.
If these things are aggressive, are you prepared for a fight?
Always prepared. Maybe I'd. He kind of just stops for a second. I'd really rather not, though. But yes.
So, same.
Well, we're not trying to fight. We're just curious. We're just like thinking of a plan.
Which way, once we cross the bridge, do we have to go, Zoldar? Are we heading north, further west, or south?
The north.
Should we go upstream or downstream, whatever direction that is, and cross further up, away from these things? Just avoid it altogether?
Give
Water
me
doesn't appear to
a
be too deep.
perception real quick.
Shit. Hang on, let's get. Okay, we're rolling the giant fucker today, boys. Is it perception?
Hey! And you have guidance.
No, not perception. Did I say perception?
You did.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's something else, that's fine.
No, that's fine. I can do this in 2 parts.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta do my guidance. If I can find my D4s, what the fuck? Somebody roll a D4 for me, please. I can't fucking find them. I don't know what it is.
Not it.
3?
Yeah.
Perfect. My man. Perception, that is a dirty 20.
What the fuck? No, it's fine. Okay. You do notice, as like Jynx, you're sitting here like thinking about what to do. Like clearly, you see up ahead this probably is not good, knowing the area that you all are in. You kind of take that extra second to like look around, and you realize that right around the bridge, right now the water isn't too deep. It's probably 4 to 5 feet deep, somewhere in that range, from what you guys can tell. With really little assistance or luck, you guys could definitely tread through said water, at least locally from what you guys can see here within range. Now give me a persuasion.
26.
God dang.
Rolled 17, and you gave me a 3, and then I had a +6 for persuasion.
Hell yeah.
As you kind of suggest this to Zoldar, he kind of looks back and looks over the bridge, and says, actually, right there, we should be able to get across and into that tree line. At least we have cover that way. I don't want to go too far off track. These woods can be a little tricky, but at least that way we have the cover of the tree line, like 100%. And he says, follow me. And essentially, if you guys are looking at the map up north where I'm pinging, he's essentially going to bring you guys up this way.
Okay.
Right? And there is he with his like scouting capabilities and everything, like this is second nature to him. He literally just says, follow step by step, and gets you guys across the river. No problem. It does take a little while. He moves slowly, and
Deliberately.
you all kind of notice this and have a small appreciation for it. Like he almost moves through this water completely silent. None of you all are trained well enough to do that, but with the natural sound of water flowing over the rocks that are in the riverbank itself, there's no need for anybody to like roll stealth or anything. But you all just know he's been doing this for a while.
I'm in my infiltrator armor. I can do some pretty stealthy shit right now, actually.
I know.
I can't.
Yeah.
Clink, clink, clink.
Oh, look, X is a clumsy fuck again. Who would have guessed?
You guys can go ahead and pull across the river there.
We.
Again, through as you guys kind of hit that bank through the trees, you still see that just slight like glowworm-esque glow of whatever this ball is or this orb that's floating around near the road. Zoldar looks at you all and just kind of points directly through the woods. The road's right in front of us. It's just a matter of if we can do it quietly.
Probably not.
I'll hang back and try to support everyone the best I can, because I am a stealthy boy right now, so I'm going to try and support while utilizing my own stealth at the same time. Because I'm proficient.
So, what exactly is your all's plan here? Use the map. Literally, where position is right now is where everything is going to be.
I would
There's
say
a
move
log.
north.
There's a log right here. So.
Yeah, move up to this like clearing and then cut across over to the path.
Yeah.
Trying to stay
obviously
out of the trees as much as possible and follow any openings where we can avoid any deadfall, sticks, leaves, anything on the ground that's going to make noise.
Gravin, that's a log that you're gonna have to walk over.
So as you all get to that point, you make it there, no problem. Now, where the stealth check's going to come in is obviously this ball of light is not stationary. It's actively
Moving around.
with
Yeah.
no real pattern to it. It just
Just
kind
trying
of,
to ask if it's got like a patrol pattern.
no, it just goes where it wants to go. As you all get to that point, if you all would watch, it can literally go through trees. Like no physical entity has actually stopped this thing. It can just kind of wherever it wants. Now it seems to stay near the road itself, not going too far into the woods from what you guys have seen, but it's kind of random on where it goes. I would say within like a 30, now probably like a 20 square foot range, it's kind of squirrely on where it's going to go, right? From
I
its
will ask before we decide to cut through. Are we able to see up the road here from where we're standing? Like through the trees, are we able to see up this way? I take it as the way we're going.
Yeah. You can certainly try to see. I would say passive perception wise, no. The trees
I'll
that
try to
you
see.
all kind of went into right there, you all chose like the thickest bunch of trees, obviously, right? So no, you all are pretty obscured from what you can see.
Yeah, I'll definitely try and see through anything, see if there's anything up ahead. Cause basically, trying to see it. I don't want us to cut through and then all of a sudden there's something in front of us.
I am proficient in perception, if that's what the call is for. But I also give you guidance anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have already rolled. Dirty 20.
Just remember, the higher the better, so give everybody who can help a chance to help.
Anybody can roll here. It's not just.
Well, I know, but it's one of those things. Someone's going to make the decision.
Well, like I didn't point out that I was looking. I'm just trying to. So I
Yeah.
didn't expect anyone else to try. But
So, Connor, from what you can see, I'm sorry, Torin. The path ahead seems to be clear. You're looking for. I would imagine you're looking for indicators that you've already seen, right? Whether
glowing
scarecrows
lights
or glowing lights or anything of that nature. There's nothing ahead that you can see through this brush that would indicate that there's anything in front.
Like I said, I didn't want to us end up pushing through, and all of a sudden, there's
right,
a fucking
it's
light or something coming our way from up the road.
the plan, man.
Slowly.
I believe after he would have done his check, he would have been like, "I guess it's clear," and we would just keep.
Yeah,
pushing
I would have pointed out that from what I can see, it looks clear up ahead.
Yeah.
Or from the road ahead.
Okay. Are you guys trying to sneak through the tree line, or are we just rolling forward?
I'm going as quietly as I can, considering.
Then I need stealth checks from everybody.
Oh yes, now time for the nat one.
I'm using guidance on Zavath.
As you guys start to push through the tree line,
Ooh. Okay.
you all notice that the light that you guys are all focused on to the south of you vanishes.
21.
Okay.
18.
Nat 20 for 23.
Okay.
25.
What was Jordan's?
18.
All right.
Pretty good. Damn.
Zoldar rolled a natural fucking 18, so you guys are good there.
Hell yeah, boys.
Okay. As you all start to push through the tree line, like as you're breaking through, just that light that was to the south on the road just completely disappears. As you all push onto the road to the south, you see just a quick, just like, like the spark that happens when there's like electric, like static right?
Mm-hmm.
Just in the middle of the road where you all expected to see whatever this ball was, just a very quick, like, strand of lightning, for lack of better terms, right? Just kind of,
Discharge.
yeah. Zoldar looks at you all and just,
Go, go, go. Yeah.
um, are you guys essentially trying to move slow until you're out of this area completely? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one more stealth check.
Unless we have a reason, unless we see a reason not to, obviously.
No. Like right now, like you guys are like in the open, but nothing's like, I'm gonna kill you.
So I'm rolling stealth with advantage because of my infiltrator armor. I just rolled 2 10s
So
Hell
we,
yeah.
sometime so for a 16.
hell yeah.
I rolled an 11 for what's my fucking modifier? 14.
Nat 20 for 23.
Excellent. He's got like a fucking 2.
I have a 25 again.
Okay.
I'm using my good rolls for the stealth because I don't have heavy. I thought I had heavy armor. I don't. I have medium armor. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to be at disadvantage the whole time. I'm not.
You're not Reese, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's still a fear of mine. Anytime I
What-
get
what
armor,
class-
I'm like, well,
What class are you again?
I'm a cleric.
Oh,
I can wear heavy armor
Yeah.
because of my battle thing that I have. That's the only reason why I keep thinking
Because I was-
about
that
I
was
have
big
heavy
thing with-
armor.
I was basically a fiddler getting mithril armor.
As
Held out a lot.
you guys barely, as a group, mathematically make it,
Damn.
by like 2 points. But
That was my +2 for my stealth. Fuck. It's touchy.
you guys, as a group, though, are able to, like, you all kind of stop for a second when you get on the road and like just wait. Like at this point, you guys are like, no, like too good to be true. Like this isn't.
Waiting for a reaction.
No, you all, as soon as you see that little like discharge of energy, and down that road again, you can still see a couple of hues that kind of give like the shadow silhouette of the scarecrows that are on those posts on the corners. But you all continue west, northwest, really, with avoiding a bad time. We'll put it that way. Anyways, from here, as you guys kind of get away from all that, Zoldar kind of takes a second and kind of takes a knee. One of his shoes come undone. He's just got to tie it up. He says, "Well, if that's anything to show what we're in for, I'm glad I got paid up front." Just joking around.
Hey, man.
Said so. He
I
said,
disappear faster than you, bro.
said,
Be quick.
It shouldn't be too far from here. Lake Baratok's about 45 minutes or so. We skirt around. There's a road that goes to the north. You'll see the tower as we come up. As far as we are concerned, we will stay down here on the main road and wait for you all when we get there.
We want to leave a sending stone with them so we can communicate, or do we want to hang on to them?
No. I mean, if we're in a tower with no magic, we need some way to communicate with them.
The
and
stone
we're all
won't
going to
work. The stone won't work until we deactivate the tower, if we can even deactivate the tower. So we may as well leave one just in case. We know where they live. We can always get it back if they have to leave or something. But
Yep. I'll give them mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably leave one of them.
I just tell them, this is going to sound weird. And I washed it. But you got to lick it to talk. Trust
Jynx
me.
is standing behind him, just shaking his head no.
Don't listen to the robot.
He washed it with his own spit.
No, I clean that shit.
I clean that shit.
Spit polish.
Mm-mm.
Give me 1 second, boys. Y'all are gonna go dark.
That's fine.
He only licks it because he's lonely.
He tongues a mouthful.
Really
Head's head, bro.
true. Um,
In the dark, they're all the same.
enough to leave it works.
That game is crazy, bro. I got you.
um, so we'll stay on this map for now. Need to pull you, I'll pull you. I got some other like visuals and stuff I'll send you all in our chat. We'll see how this plays. I don't know. I hate the book drawing of this fucking tower. But anyways, I do though need that.
Candle went out.
What?
It did not. My candle did not go out.
There's a lumen.
I don't want to activate, but I need to use this. There we go. Okay. So you all continue without issue. You all eventually do get to the point to where there is yet another lake, much like the other lake that you all had seen, just that super quiet, still water with just a haze of mist floating on top of it. To the north of it, up on a little bit of a hill, I would say probably like 50, 60 feet up, there's you all can see what seems to be the top of a tower off in the distance. You will finally get to the intersection where Zoldar and his brother give you all the rest of the directions and say just follow the path. As you all look around, there isn't a path. It's trees on both sides of you. Zoldar takes out a machete and immediately starts hacking through. And slowly but surely you see that the forest has just taken over the path that actually leads to where you all want to go. Before you all go, he looks at you all and says, I should be able to keep it clear. But you might want to leave some markers as you all go up the path.
Does he regrow that fast?
He nods. He says, it wouldn't be the first time. It's not like instantaneous growth, but it's almost like when you're not looking, it can grow, and it's quite easy to get disheveled and lost.
Okay.
So
I reach into my bag real quick and pull out the golden marble with the compass and hand it to him. Say, just hang on to this for me. As long as you have this, we'll be able to find our way back to you, no matter where you are.
Of course, I've never seen the vegetation be harmful, but it is pretty aggressive in its growth. Quite unpredictable. I just want to give you all a heads up.
Appreciate it.
Yep. And he hacks away, and it's only about like 30 feet up that northern path where this like barricade of like truly interwoven vegetation of gnarled fucking twigs and roots and everything kind of exist. The path ahead is definitely tight. Anybody who's ever been to like a haunted house where you have like the inflatable walls that kind of like squish you in, like you're that tight to where like you all in like single file can like naturally fit. If you all wanted to clear more of the route as you go, you're more than welcome to. It's just going to take time, right?
I'd say I'll pull out my echo and he'll just start hacking away at the trail for us.
So with that, as you all begin, I'm going to actually read the description for this whole place. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends in a heavily vegetative or vegetal-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolding flinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn gargoyle statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. As you all continue to follow the path up, eventually you get in view where you can see the front door. And parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon battered with mud. The tower stands 80 feet tall and looks quite worn. From what you all can tell, the moss-covered gargoyles atop the buttresses are nothing more than decorative statues.
For fucking now.
While you guys talk for a minute, I'm going to get some photos for you guys and put them in our chitty chat.
How do you guys want to approach this? Just look for a door so you can go in, honestly?
That'd be the best bet first.
It's either that or try to find an entrance around, dig underneath. We have all kinds of ways, but whatever's not going to waste the most time.
Front door usually works.
How tall is this tower again?
80
Say
feet.
what?
80 feet?
8 stories, roughly.
You guys have would immediately recognize this particular type of wagon out front. It is a Vistani wagon of some sort.
It's just one of the caravan that they use, essentially.
I will inspect it. Is there anything in or around it?
So with that, if my fucking goddamn explorer bar will pop up so I can pull obsidian, Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck.
All right. So it 100% is as you get closer, immediately you recognize it as a Vistani wagon. Things you notice from the outside are there a sign that says "Do not enter" on the back of it, and there is a padlock that is keeping the back hatch closed and secured.
Okay.
As you
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. As you walk around, you notice on the back of this sign. So the sign's not hanging on the door. It's literally like a sign posted in the ground, right next to the wagon.
Okay.
You notice it says "Home and Property of Esmeralda Davenier," and then under that it says "Trespassers will be immediately incinerated." Beneath the warning on the sign, someone has drawn a small frowny face with crossed out eyes, surrounded by the very roughly drawn fire. As you're that close to it, detect a faint scent of sulfur, and notice that the grass around it appears to have been trampled down by many feet. Give me a survival check if you want to.
I don't want to not survive, so 9.
With that, Jynx, as you look around the exterior and kind of start to focus in on the grass, for the most part, it just looks like what tall grass would look like if all of us were walking around the same object, right?
Okay.
You do notice that one of the trails almost seems to go towards the woods, like around back of the tower itself. and you notice the other foot trails don't go anywhere, but you notice like an indentation or like a scuffing of the dirt directly under the wagon.
Okay. I would get down and look deeper into that. I'd also, given the threat of immolation, I would also look for traps around this fucking thing and look for like any source of fire, like a nozzle or tanks.
Roll it.
Hell yeah. Natural 1, baby, for a 9.
Yeah. Dang.
Sorry,
From the
get out of way.
exterior, you don't see anything. As you kind of slide under, you hesitate as you get under. You notice, one, that there are no tanks or tripwires or anything of that nature that you can see. And obviously, tanks are fucking easy. If there's a tank under here, you would see it.
Yeah, sure.
But you do notice that there is essentially a false bottom. There is a trapdoor from underneath that leads up into the caravan. We've all seen the D&D movie.
Yep.
Yep.
Got it. Do I see a way to open it? Is there like a mechanism?
You should, Connor. It's good.
I know I need to.
You notice there doesn't seem to be any like mechanism, but you can clearly see the outline of where it literally just looks like it's a piece of wood that is resting on a ledge that gravity keeps closed unless you push up from the bottom.
Okay. I'll kind of whisper yell out to everyone and say, there's a false door here. Do we want to get in this thing?
You think the kid's in there?
Worth checking.
If you think it's safe enough to open them,
Yeah, we leave that to you, buddy.
Instantly, as soon as I hear some form of approval, I push it straight up.
It pops up.
Stick my head
You're
up.
able to just boop push it's almost like one of those attic fucking little
Yeah, I
manholes,
got you.
right?
That's what I have in my house.
As you pop your head up, it's very, well, I don't want to say very bright, but because you expect it to be dark
Yeah.
because it's inside a fucking wagon, but there's some sort of light source in here that's illuminating the entirety of it. It's very much like the back of the Vistani carts that you all have seen before. As you kind of poke your head up, and if you look back towards the back door, you notice that on each side of the back door, there are a vial on each side that is connected to a essentially like a tripwire mechanism. You recognize both of these vials as alchemist fire.
Okay.
So the back door definitely is trapped.
Okay. I would definitely, if I can get to it, I would definitely try to disarm that trap. That would take a lot of time to do it. I want to save those alchemist vials.
Give me let's do sleight of hand at advantage since you're deliberately taking time.
Jynx been in there a minute. I think he's
12 and another nat 1. That is a total of 15.
You all do hear him like I would imagine, Jynx, that like you're still communicating with them outside as like you're
Not at all.
oh, okay.
Not at
Fuck
all.
me then.
yeah, every now and again we're shouting, "And you good in there?" Just
Yep.
nothing.
No, I would reply. I just
Yeah.
wouldn't offer information. That's all. I'm focused on doing something. I'm in my zone.
Okay. It probably takes you about 15 minutes. I would say 5 of that is to like kind of just sit there and like Camille and I just analyzing the entire like if anybody else was in here, like this site is fucking disturbing. It's like your eyes are going and like your hands just turn into the spiders, but they're just sitting here kind of doing this because they don't know what to do. Like
Right?
you're just waiting.
I love it.
I've played way too much Warframe lately. God damn it.
Jynx is so creepy, man.
I have re-downloaded it.
But like, and I would say it probably takes about 5 minutes on each side, right? Just very meticulously
Okay.
trying to, one, not set the whole trailer on fire, but then two, also just you're able to do it. But it would take about 15 minutes.
Can I add 2 alchemist fire to my inventory?
Yes, you can. At that point, the back door is still locked from the outside.
I'm assuming I cannot open it from the inside because the padlock's on the outside, right?
Correct. So in the 15 minutes that robot boy's in here doing this,
I'm not touching shit. I'm watching the area.
okay. Anybody doing anything? Or are you guys just kind of like posting up, just
Protecting-
waiting? Okay.
Waiting for a
Okay.
fight.
Yeah.
That's what we would do.
I want to give you all an opportunity because there's 15 minutes of downtime where if somebody wanted to go do something else, you have
Almost
more
like
than
a
enough
short
time.
rest.
Honestly, after that fucking warning sign, I ain't moving anywhere that I don't think that we haven't been yet.
At some point, given enough silence, I would realize that I haven't talked to anybody or told what I'm really doing, and I would communicate it. It would take a while. Like 10 minutes into this, I finally say, "Oh, I'm disarming a trap. Don't open the back yet, please.
Okay.
Thank you."
But you know, we should do open the back.
Jynx says that, and I go look at the padlock. I'm not touching.
Okay.
I'm pushing you into a hole.
I'm not touching.
Yeah, I would say wait until there's like a pressure plate in front of this door that you haven't looked for.
So you all know how Jynx got in here. Would anybody else go up into the cart? I mean, it's not big. It's a cart. So two of
No.
you could.
No,
He's
no,
7
I'm-
foot tall.
I'm
the
a
other
big
one's
boy,
7
yeah.
foot tall. The
I'm-
other one's 6'5". I'm 6'2". I'm not
I would
going
say
in there.
I'm 7 foot. I'm not going in there.
We're all 6'5" and a
Claustrophobia.
high.
Okay.
Short one.
Uh,
Mm.
Jynx, the apps are disarmed. You have. I'll give you the stats because they're a little different. So make a note on this.
Okay.
They are concentrated alchemist fire.
Does he have a duck in here?
Within that, as you look around, Jynx, there's your normal gypsy wares, for lack of better terms. There's a couple of other things that you notice. One thing that catches your eye is you've seen them before, but it's essentially like a trap net, right? But this one seems to be silver barbed.
Can I open
Give
this box yet?
me. I mean, if you want. Oh, you're asking, Jynx. I got you.
But what did you say?
Can you
No, he
open-
wants.
Can I open this door yet?
No, it's still trapped.
Yes. He's like, no, don't let the Hoover in.
I can't get it, man. I don't know.
Jynx, as you continue to search around, give me an investigation.
Will do. I'm throwing this fucking dice in the trash. 7. No. I don't even know where that landed. 15, because I have a +8. So 15. That's my Lord of the Rings one, too. It just keeps fucking rolling low.
15 was literally the hit.
Thank fuck.
Literally. As you're kind of rummaging through things, you discover a lost bottom of one of the wooden trunks that happened to be in there. You find the following, so I will read them to you one by one.
Go ahead.
A poisoner's kit, climber kit,
What?
climber's kit,
Climber. I missed the very beginning of Climber.
a disguise kit, and a healer's kit. There is a very ornate wooden box when you open it, contains a deck of Tarokka cards that you immediately recognize. There is a set of manacles.
Some geeky shit.
There is a small wooden container that contains a holy symbol, holy water, perfume, one vial of antitoxin, rope, one tinderbox, one steel mirror, one wooden stake, and one spyglass.
I'm
Yeah.
taking everything except for the Tarokka cards and the holy symbol.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay, go.
There is also
No.
there's
You already
also
have it, Jack. Shut up.
there's also a spell scroll. You wouldn't know.
Okay.
There's also another scroll as you pull it out. It is essentially a map of Barovia. It's the newest map that I've got you guys on for our start screen.
Gotcha.
That has all of your stuff.
Okay.
Tarn could smell the spell scroll.
While this is going on, and Jynx is
I
stuff.
smell magic.
Outside, you all hear just the slightest little and you all look around.
We didn't hear that. It didn't pick up on your
No.
mic.
Think like. Did you hear that?
What the fuck?
Just a bit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's like a horn.
Please do it again.
No. You all hear. I can't do it. You all hear what sounds like a distant
Horn?
bird.
Oh, bird. Okay.
You all kind of stop for a second and look around what the fuck was that? You all immediately start to hear the clucking of a chicken. And
From inside the cart, you hear Jynx go, "Is that a chicken?"
And you all literally just hear just the whole fucking just chicken going off, man. I know it didn't come through. And the peacock of a chicken.
Peacock.
And from behind the wagon comes this white and brown hen. Just just comes up to you all, looks at you, looks over at the wagon, and just goes back to chicken shit.
I turn to Survive to say, can we call it Bob?
No, that's your name.
You were Bob.
You're a Bob. That's a Bill. Bill the chicken. Completely unfazed. Like, in the world that we are in, all of us would not think anything of this random-ass chicken just showing up. It wouldn't be like an on-guard thing where, we've seen the wildest shit so far. A chicken being around this cart is nothing new.
Is this a threat?
I feel it. Right, I feel like I don't know what to think of that. It just would be, it's a fucking chicken. What else is new?
While I'm in the cart going through these items, I'm going to start casting Detect Magic as a ritual. Just
That's
so you
going to
know.
be a fucking flashbang.
It might be.
It reminds me of that fucking CSGO player who got flashbang 5 times in a row, and it's just his camera that just keeps going fucking bright white.
Ping, ping.
Would you let everybody else know what you're doing in there, Jynx?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're sitting there concentrating on life and focusing this ritual, you all outside, this chicken starts to. We've all been to a petting zoo, man. this chicken starts flaring up and just essentially starts trying to like usher you all away from the cart. Like
It's Esmeralda.
it's like
I just grabbed
I
the
don't-
chicken
I don't
by
know.
its. I grabbed the chicken by its feet and just held it upside down.
Don't do that. That could be a bad omen.
That's how you control chickens.
Okay.
But it's a fucking weird land.
Give me I want it to be dexterity because chickens are fucking fast. Let's do sleight of hand.
Guidance.
You all watch as this chicken's losing its shit. You all watch as just Gravin starts to like try to creep up from behind it. And like he goes to reach out, and as he does, like the chicken notices that he's there and just immediately
18.
starts to fucking 18. Give me a second.
Imagine the chicken.
I'm literally rolling for a fucking chicken right now.
I just want you to know
I can't
you
wait.
did this.
Not 20.
I love this so much, boys. Literally.
You hit a nat 20 on this? God damn.
I rolled at advantage because it's a fucking chicken. Like, yeah, it was a 6 and a 20. You all watch as like Gravin sneaks up behind it and immediately like lunges for it, and it just flutters off to the fucking side and goes around the back of the back of the wagon, and you just hear it back there just
Right. Like it's still just doing its thing.
no.
Yeah. I'm like, we are not losing a fight to a chicken. Not today. So let's all just back up a little bit. And let
How much
this
fucking
thing...
pie did you eat?
No one sleeps like you, kid. And I'm just gonna keep backing us up, and I'm just like, bro, like, just give it its birth, let it be its area, its territory. We'll just warn Jynx.
I heard Torrid say the pie. I pull out some of the pastry. Just kind of sprinkle some towards the chicken.
Jynx, you also would have found just typical. You're fine. I'm just filling in. It's nothing you need to write down. You would have just, as you're searching through like the normal shit, you find essentially like a feeding schedule for something called Esmeralda.
God. Okay. I will read it thoroughly and commit the schedule to memory.
Okay.
All right. Considering I've cleaned this thing out, I'm going to climb out.
I would say, as I see whichever side of you comes out, there's a chicken. Just it's territorial.
I heard it.
Within taking all that in, you would have seen there's a bag of feed and a bowl of water.
Yeah.
And you would know that it's about feeding time.
I bring it all out with me.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm out and I'm where I can sit, I put the bowl down. I put a small pile of food that I believe is an appropriate sized amount for a chicken. And I put the rest of the feed into my bag of holding.
As you come out, you see these three buffoons, for lack of a better term, trying to chase this chicken around.
No, that's Gravin. We're letting him do his thing.
Okay.
I told everybody else to back off. That's what I said.
That's right. So two of them are backed off. One is near chicken, but not currently chasing chicken. As soon as that chicken hears feed, go for it.
Did I see anything inside magical with detect magic as a ritual? Outside of the shit you already named, obviously.
No. Everything else is like normal wares.
All right, go ahead.
But when you do come out, the entire tower is
illuminated.
Beacon of fucking magic.
Figured so. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I come out and shake the bag and whistle.
Yeah.
I whistle loud as fuck.
Like it does. Like as soon as you come out, I'm like, just that feed shifts in that bag. It's like cats, man. As soon as they hear you fucking grab
Yep.
the bag, this chicken immediately just comes right over. Comes right over. And starts just pecking at the ground, eating feed.
I kind of squat down and pet it a little bit.
Yeah. It lets you. It does like that weird like shake thing birds do.
Mm-hmm.
And just
There you go, Graven. I see you do it.
No, I was going to eat it. But that works too.
Jynx tell him its name.
I walk up to you guys, and instead of telling you the name, I use my encode thoughts cantrip, and I pull a strand out of my head,
Ew, I hate this. I hate it
And I
every
hit-
time.
and I hand it to you, Graven, and say, "This is the information for the bird."
I take it.
As soon as you take it, it's just like a worm almost. It burrows into your palm.
Fucking hate it here.
It doesn't hurt at all. There's no pain, but you watch this thing like a parasite dig into your fucking palm. It like goes up your arm and then just kind of disappears. And the knowledge of this bird, you just have it. The feeding schedule, the name, its name is Esmeralda, and so on. Everything that I read from that section. I have encode thoughts, by the way.
That is gross.
I'm a
Hate it
creepy
every
spider
time.
bot, dude.
Yeah.
Never do that again.
I've been
Yeah, I
told,
can't-
That's you
and I
directly.
pick up.
I can't promise that. It's just hungry, man. It's a shame we can't
Well,
talk to it and find out where
Fucking eat shit
Esmeralda
off the
is.
floor. You can't be that hungry.
It's obviously not full. All right, well,
Oh.
do we want to check the path off to the woods first before we go in the tower, or do we just want to dive in and do this thing?
Real quick.
I was gonna ask you, what did you find inside?
All kinds of shit, and I start pulling stuff out. I pull the silver barbed net out and hand it to Graven. Got a present for you. Thought you might like this. Beyond that, I got a couple kits. I got manacles, holy water, perfume, antitoxin, rope, tinderbox, steel mirror, wooden stake, spyglass, spell scroll, and I hand that to Torin.
Yeah.
And I got a map.
Can I read the spell scroll and see if I understand it?
There's a holy symbol in there if you want it, but I know you already have one. I don't figure it's probably of much use to you.
Was it the
Yeah.
same as that?
No. It's literally a cross.
Oh,
It was not magical, which means it's not a +1 or anything.
Can you read
Wow.
the scroll?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it?
Speak with animals.
You should commit that to your book instead of burning
Yeah.
the scroll.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to talk to the chicken. I want to talk to the chicken.
I got real excited then. I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, best write that shit down." How long would it take me for a spell
Usually
like
an
ours to
hour.
copy?
is it 8 hours?
No,
Doesn't
so
this-
I would say out here, if you tried to do it, 2 to 3 hours because you're not in like a quiet, focused area.
Right? Yeah, gotcha.
We're not talking to this chicken today.
But we are coming back.
It's a DC 11 intelligence check to be able to do it correctly. By the way, it's 10 plus the spell's level.
Correct. Figured that's not even a fucking question, right? On
Yeah. Yeah.
low level spells like that, I'm not even.
What type of check was it?
Intelligence.
When you cast the spell, that's what happens.
Oh no, that's how you transfer it over to
Yeah,
the book.
transfer it.
You have to pass
Oh,
the
really?
intelligence check.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
10 plus the spell's level. So if
Yeah.
it's the level 9 spell,
Right.
it's a 19 intelligence check.
But any of those like super low level spells, especially with you all already being level 5, you would know how to fucking. I would hope
Transcribe it.
you would be able to you essentially have to roll a nat 1, and then some of you will still fucking pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at that low. So
But I
it's-
would relay that obviously out here it's probably gonna take me a few hours to copy over.
So just so you know, rules as written. It's 10 plus the spell's level for an intelligence check to succeed. 2 hours per spell level and 50 gold per spell level. So it would take you 2 hours in the right environment to do this.
So, by rules, there's no, for easy spells, there's no coin cost. And it only takes an hour in the right. So it would take you 2 hours in this current, right? 2 to 3. Or you could just use the scroll and immediately talk to the chicken.
There's a lot of animals in this place, man. We can talk to it.
That's my main thing. Is I feel like there's enough animals in this world that the multiple use of the spell is going to come in handy.
Also, I'm your DM. It could just be a fucking chicken.
Exactly.
Right,
this chicken might know fuck all.
Or this chicken could know everything.
Nah.
Literally has the way to kill Strahd.
Disregard, a wizard cannot copy speak with animals to his spellbook. It is not a spell that wizards can cast, so burn the spell scroll.
You ruined it for me. You ruined
Sorry,
it.
buddy. Sorry.
I was gonna let him try.
Sorry. Downside to having a DM in the party, man.
No, that's fine. You all, I know. I wasn't gonna tell him. I was just gonna let it happen.
Done the same damn thing.
I thought that would have been. To be fair, I thought that would have been a spell.
I assumed it would have been too. Yeah. Yeah, may as well burn it.
It's a divination spell.
Well, before I burn it, what do we want to ask this fucking chicken?
It lasts for
it lasts forever.
It?
It's like 10. Yeah, there's a
10
time
hours,
frame for it, so you just keep talking. No, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can just understand chicken.
Yeah. Matt, what you doing out here? Where's Esmeralda? Like, conversation. Be like if you were talking to a civilian.
All right, so Torin, as you consume this scroll, everybody else, you all watch as he pulls this thing out and reads it. Immediately, as like he's reading the incantation, this thing from the outside in, like embers, kind of like just taking over this entire scroll with this like jade hue. You all immediately would recognize, or I guess contribute, or what's the word? What's the word? Holy shit! I don't. Either way, one of you will say it here in a second. You all would immediately look at this color, and it would remind you of druids.
Okay.
Somebody say the word I'm looking for. No. Okay.
Buddy.
One thing I would say is observe, but I don't. We would observe the color that's happening and say, "Oh, that."
Intuit.
Thank you. I knew you would get it.
It just takes me a second sometimes.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but immediately all of you all would think like druids. It's that there's a stereotypical like jade green that comes with druids. And this entire scroll just evaporates into nothing. As this happens, Torin, you immediately hear this high-pitched, and I can't do it, and you're lucky. But essentially, you hear like this crunching of like feed, like seeds, and just and of course, I'm sick as fuck when I'm trying to do this shit. And it's just like like. Have you seen the meme where it's like, tasty, so juicy?
Yeah,
it's essentially this chicken just doing that, just going in and eating.
So
this
good,
food.
tasty.
Yep. It's not even paying attention to you.
I would walk up to the chicken, kind of like get down on one knee just so I'm closer to its fucking height, and just go, Esmeralda.
As you say that, you hear this high-pitched scream. Everybody else sees this bird just like wings flare out and takes like 5 like feet flutter back. It's just like, oh!
Okay, it's okay.
What do you want? And you all from the outside only hear clucking, and then Torin, still speaking English or common, towards this chicken.
We're just trying to fucking find information about this tower.
How do you know my name?
Our friend here found your name written down inside the caravan.
Kind of like takes this like a waddle back. Like you all watch as like her feathers kind of like calm down from the outside. But you all watch as she kind of like lowers her feathers and like takes a step back, and like her head just kind of pokes up, and she's just sitting there like clucking, looking directly at Torin. You know who I am? Do you know who I belong to?
Yes, I believe it's Esmeralda. Do you has she been long gone, or
Long gone. She's never long gone, and you didn't get her title. And like from the outside, you all watch as this bird starts like aggressively clucking in Torin's direction. And Torin, what you hear is she's the legendary monster hunter.
Monster Hunter?
Legendary.
Sorry, legendary Monster Hunter. What exactly does she hunt?
Monster?
I take it that's where she is right now, or meant to be anyway.
You all from the outside just hear this like, it's just like a weird like squawk. It's not even like a cluck, it's just squawk. What you hear is, she's away. I don't know where she is right now. But I know what you all did, and you stole her goods. She will kill you. And from the outside, you all just see her like raise her fucking wings and just in place just start flapping them aggressively while squawking.
Sorry. So she hasn't been taken. She's left on her own accord. Kind of what I'm trying to gather here.
Into the woods. But should be back soon. She'll be very angry, and I'll make sure he avenges your thieves. And again, you all see from the outside just this like flutter of fucking wings. From the outside, you all are like, what the hell?
Calm down, chicken.
We don't like thieves.
I turned and looked straight at Jynx and said she doesn't like thieves.
Okay. Am I supposed to do something with that? Is she going to help us if I put the stuff back?
Will you help us if he puts the stuff back?
Help your lives. I'm a chicken.
Okay, well, I guess I couldn't understand that, so.
No. Has anyone come or go recently? Bar Esmeralda.
Not since I've been here.
How long have you been?
Days?
So not that long then.
We never stay in one place long.
Do you know anything about this fucking huge tower here?
I'm a chicken.
Oh. We're just trying to get information.
I don't know what information you want. I'm a chicken.
Torin, can you ask? Torin, can you ask if this thing has seen a child? I don't give a fuck about this world. I don't.
Has a child been anywhere near here recently, or have you seen a child recently?
Give me a perception.
19.
You're asking what exactly?
If they saw
About
the child.
if the chicken has seen a child or the child, because I doubt it knows his name.
Was a child? Girl. Um, 2 days ago.
Oh,
Didn't stay
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
do you know which direction she went in?
You all from the outside watch as he asks that. She turns her head back the way you all came. Like literally down the path.
Yeah. I would relay that to everyone else that the child, as Esmeralda is pointing that way, the child went. So, is there anything else weird, bar you and Esmeralda here, that has happened recently?
No.
Anyone who's come along, if anything with the towers, anything, is the tower acting weird, or is there, anything else that's going
She
on?
would, just because it hurts for me to talk in that voice right now, she would tell you that, no, she's been kept, either in, the wagon for the last, like, week or so, or if she's outside, she's been in a cage. There's been a big surgence of wolf activity. Obviously, she's dinner. So Esmeralda has been keeping her safe.
Hmm.
But other than that, nothing as of late. She would tell you that she comes here every now and again and has met a couple times with a man.
Man,
Doesn't know the man. Doesn't know the name of the man. But
what does he look like?
describes a very old white man who has glasses that stack on glasses. You all would take that as like microscopic, think
Oh,
Van
like magnify on the
Helsing,
glasses.
right,
Yeah.
like think Van Helsing, like the magnifying glasses that can flip
Yeah.
over, right? But she would tell you that she doesn't know much about him, just that Esmeralda and him.
I would
have-
100% relay that description to everyone else. But
Ask her if she happens to know if his name is Richtofen.
Octavio?
No. Not,
Oh, you're talking about the other guy. Yeah, I
yeah.
got you. Okay.
would his name, by chance, be Richtofen if you heard or at least heard that name?
she would just repeat that she's never actually heard his name spoke. She would essentially describe that this seems to be like a meeting place. They don't stay here for more than a couple days at a time. Anytime they come up here, she's very familiar with this area.
Would you know if it's like a consistent schedule that they meet here, or
No, it's she would 100% tell you it's not consistent. It's just every once in a while we end up here. Usually before a monster hunt.
speaking of the legendary monster hunter, how long has she been gone for?
She would say a day and a half.
Is that normal length for a hunt, or is it a bit longer than usual?
No, it's normal. She would tell you that she's normally back within 2 days, which is why earlier when she first started talking to you, she said she'll be back soon.
I'd relay that to, she's been gone about a day and a half. But I would turn to you lot and ask if you lot have any more questions that you'd want me to ask.
The little girl saying that it came in the direction that we showed up from. How long ago was that? She said 2 days, right? Was she with
Oh, yeah.
anybody?
Was the little girl alone, or how long ago did she turn up?
She would tell you it was about a day and a half ago. It was
Mhm.
her and the old man she was talking about.
Oh, so they arrived
There
together.
it is. There.
Well, they left together.
They left together.
So, did the young girl seem to be under duress, or was she willingly walking around with this guy?
She didn't seem scared or frightened or stressed or any of that. Seemed to be protecting her.
Protecting her.
Was he human?
The old man.
Human old man with the glasses.
Was there any when he was here with Esmeralda and the girl? Did they talk about a girl? Was there any conversation between the girl and those two?
She would tell you she doesn't know. She was in the trailer the whole time. So she didn't hear conversations. She just saw. She would tell you that the old man and the girl were here when they arrived. And shortly after they arrived, those two departed, and Esmeralda went off into the woods.
When they normally meet before, I think that girl hasn't been with him.
No,
the other times.
No.
He's protecting her. What?
And like you said, they left that way, and I point the way that we came up.
Yep.
At this point, I'd ask the group, like, guys, what do we do? We're here for Arabelle.
Yeah, and according to fucking Miss Clucker here, she's not here anymore.
If they went the direction we came, go ahead.
I pick up my sending stone and radio down to Zoldar down the hill. Hey, do you know of any old humans that have glasses with multiple layers on them?
You hear like a it tastes terrible. I'm can't say off the top of my head. No. Over. And then you hear like this.
He clearly does not know how these work.
I'm gonna have to wash it a lot, aren't I?
It's been an ex-back pocky collecting his fucking ass sweat.
Fire might be better, but yeah,
All right.
something.
Look,
Fair
you
enough.
gave him partial instructions.
That's correct.
So I don't want to waste time in this tower.
I don't either.
No,
the
if she's
girl's
not
out there
here.
somewhere.
We're looking for her.
Like I said, but we ain't got much more information. The bar, they went the way we came.
Hey,
We don't know where to go.
Tell-
Ask the chicken one more thing. Did the people go into the tower at all? The girl and the old man? Either one of them?
Yes.
Yeah,
She would tell you that the old man had no problem going into the tower, but she mentions that he did this weird dance to get in the door.
Can you describe the dance?
You all from the outside just see her wings doing like this.
I instantly start imitating doing that. Is that the dance?
Yeah,
That shit's laggy again. Good.
I mean, she's a chicken, so she can't like
Yeah,
demonstrate.
but am I close to what he was doing?
No. She would tell you that there was a essentially like a pattern that he would wave in front of the door to get it to open.
He was casting a spell.
Mhm.
And
Like knocker.
you
something.
all, I
So
don't,
while he's looking that up, since we don't know where else to go to find this girl, the only lead we have is going into the tower to see what this old man might have done.
Yeah, if the old man went in the tower, it's worth checking to see if he's left anything that allows us to see where he's gone next.
And if not, maybe we track down Esmeralda. Maybe she knows who he is.
Is there anything on
Yeah.
that map?
Well, going off what DJ just said, like I said, she's normally gone 2 days, so
We're half a day out from that. Maybe we can meet her somewhere.
yeah.
Try to track her.
Esmeralda says she shouldn't be too long back if she sticks to her normal schedule.
If anything, we could always just tell her to meet us back at the Vistani camp.
If she's willing.
If she
That's
wants her
also
stuff back,
that. Hang on,
if she's upset about
that's
stuff being stolen, the next best thing is to have her come meet us.
we'll
She's gonna
leave a
look for
note
us.
because we just took the last scroll she has of speaking to an animal.
It doesn't mean she can't do it any other way.
Yeah, we can't
True.
rely. We can't rely that she knows how to do that.
She knows we were here.
What's her fucking name? Esmeralda. What does Esmeralda ever talk to you? Like I'm doing right now.
All the time.
Does she use a scroll, or does she just know naturally how to do that?
She doesn't know what a scroll is.
Fuck's sake.
Well, no, that gives you your answer. She doesn't know what a scroll is.
Yeah.
Remember, this is-
so I'm taking a snip.
The Vistani know things we don't. So we have to go off of the assumption that they know how to do things we won't. Fuck this.
Fucking shit.
the symbols on the ring.
Fucking edge of fate.
No, it's the fucking ring. Same symbols. No? Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ. All right.
Try
Yeah,
again?
but I just ask her. I turn to you, look. Do we want to leave a message to meet at the Vistani camp?
Why don't we try to get in the tower first and see how that goes?
Remember, I only got a couple minutes left of talking to her.
We can write a note and stick it to the caravan. We don't need to tell the
Yeah,
chief.
fair enough.
Let's try to get in the tower, see what we can find. If we need her help, we can write a note afterward. If we want to cover our tracks, we kill the chicken.
Immediately, Torin, you recognize that these are all the symbols of the different schools of magic.
Right. Well,
And she,
thank you, Esmeralda.
Yep.
And I just pat on it. I don't know. I can't
no, you're
shake
fine.
her hand. It's a chicken.
She, just so you all are clear, she would tell you that, I know I just said he's waving his hands around like he's dancing. It was one hand in a certain pattern. Think of how we do cell phone entry, right?
Right. Pressing
Without
different numbers.
Giving
Right.
it fully away. I just want to make sure you guys are on the right path.
Yeah, he's basically drawing, from what we might gather, he looks like he's drawing a pattern to each fucking symbol.
What are the patterns on the ring? What are the symbols? Maybe we have to draw the pattern between those symbols.
We only knew two of them. I thought from the ring.
Esmeralda. What position did his hand start in? Was it to the left or to the right?
Action breaks. You hear her cluck.
Fuck!
We'll try both.
Well, my only issue is if we do it wrong, what happens? Because I don't like that disintegrate thing.
I get it.
Okay, so the two symbols that you all know, just to refresh, the one on the left is evocation on the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one on the right is necromancy.
Can't
Right.
imagine it starts with necromancy.
Yeah, it
But
should.
you never.
Well, it could, because it would be the start of life, bringing life back, right?
No, evocation is creating something,
Oh, okay.
evoking something, to pull life out of something, or to create, in a way,
Right, right.
is evocation.
Now, based on the ring, these symbols are opposite. So
Pick
it's
one.
starting from the other side, so it's up to you.
Hold on.
It's up
hold
to
on.
the intelligence ones.
Tea time, hold on. Is it really?
Yes.
We're going to go off the door. So flip the ring to match the door, right? So the pattern's reversed, right? So go off the door.
Mirror the ring.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say start with evocation, go from there.
Yeah.
It's 1 of 2. We got a 50% chance.
Going off of the two highest intelligence that's between the two of you, if you say that, we'll start that.
I mean,
Start that way.
can the wizard and I go and examine the door with our arcana skills that we have and try to deduce the most intelligent way to approach it?
If it would hit us. In a way, it would hit us that this feels more like it would start there than there.
I'm trying to get advantage on an Arcana check. That's what I'm trying to do.
If both of you are trying, one of you will already get advantage, right? Because you both are sitting here.
Saying.
Yeah. That's fine.
What I'm saying. Yeah. What's your Arcana score?
+7.
I'm a +8. I'll roll advantage.
Yep.
I just shit.
Ooh. You said guidance right
I did.
before I roll.
Yep.
28.
You will walk up 100%. They are, in fact, the symbols of the different schools of magic, right? Moving counterclockwise around the seal.
Counterclockwise.
Clockwise. Moving around the seal.
Tell you what.
Here's the order of the symbols: illusion, abjuration, necromancy, conjuration, divination, enchantment, transmutation, evocation.
I think you go with your suggestion. I think we start with evocation. Honestly,
Read it, buddy.
Standing where I think Richtofen standard. I didn't ask you drew on the door if you're standing away, but I'm in. Who's got the ring? I guess it would have been pulled out, wouldn't it? But I'd study the ring to make sure I get the pattern right, and doing those hand movements in the lines that the ring shows.
Okay.
I would.
Starting with evocation?
Yeah, starting with evocation.
Okay. As you step up to the door, you realize that these symbols are actually buttons. You push evocation, and it immediately starts to glow a green. You then go down to divination, push again, green. Illusion, transmutation, conjuration, abjuration, enchantment. And finally, you take a slightly deeper breath and calm yourself as you go to push the final button. Hear a metallic click, and Jynx, the beacon that was this tower, I will say this is right at the end of your detect. The entire beacon, like the shroud, just dissipates.
So there's no more magical essence coming off the tower?
The door unlocks.
Okay.
I let out a huge fucking sigh because I was fully expecting to become fucking ash.
As you all push the door open, the flagstone floor is strewn with debris, and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower's vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the room contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly. Thank you. Sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues.
What are the clay statues of?
You would recognize them as clay golems. You would also know. Give me an intelligence roll real quick.
19. No, that's a lie. Intelligence 21.
While yes, clay golems can be used to fight, they require basic commands to do so. Clay golems do not act on their own.
Right.
But commands make them do things. And it's simple commands. It can be 2 to 3 words. They're essentially servants.
Even though you don't like the map, is it still an accurate representation of what we're looking at?
It is, but it's so small that I can't even fit all you because of the golems.
Can you at least pop it up on there so we can see it? Even if we can't move around the map?
Yeah.
Just for the visual?
Yeah, hold on. This is a very simple design on the inside. What you all need to realize is the center, which I've actually changed, which is now 10 feet because 5 feet doesn't make any fucking sense. Essentially, in the middle of this floor, there is a wooden podium that essentially acts as an elevator. You all can look up and realize that there's a chain pulley system, 4 different chains, 1 per corner, and at each one of these corners, there's a clay golem holding the chain.
Gotcha.
Right? Almost as if it's an elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Makes sense? Okay.
I just thought they were just fucking four clay golems just in the corners.
No.
So I was about to ask how to...
them.
Yeah.
Use them to pull us up.
But you know, and that's why I just told you what I told you, is you are familiar with how these things work.
Oh, so you said they require commands. Is there like a...
They just obey simple commands.
Oh, just that's it. There's no item I need to find or anything possibly in here.
No, you know
So
that...
everybody
jump
on the elevator and tell these things pull us up.
That's what you're doing.
I don't. Yeah. If there's nothing that catches anyone's eye down here.
Okay. You all understand how small and like this layout is, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the basic layout for every fucking rung of this, right? This is why I said we don't need this map. Okay.
Got it.
So you guys can hang out inside, hang out around here. It doesn't fucking matter. We'll just get through this and then we're done the tower.
Let's do it.
Yeah, just pull us in an hour you need to, I guess.
Yeah.
Or just do theater of the mind too. I mean,
yeah,
layout's pretty simple.
Like literally, this is theater of the mind. Like now that you all understand, this is literally like a tower with an elevator that goes up to each floor. Right? There's nothing crazy in here. Okay. With that, as you all get up to the second floor, where the fuck? As you all now understand, literally, you all just give the command of like, take me up a floor, right? Very.
Yeah,
very
I'll just literally just say second floor. Right. I'm sure that's what they would take us to.
So the second floor, I'm just gonna read it and we'll go up and we'll go from there. Okay. Second floor, as you all hit that, dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room with empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed. In the middle of the room, you guys are already fucking on. It doesn't fucking matter. It's empty. We go up to the third floor.
I will point out, as we're going up, I'm keeping an eye out for any spots that look like the dust has been unsettled, or like he's brushed off something.
I got you.
If it's this dusty, if he's done something in here, there's more likely going to be a spot that, you know.
Okay. As you all move up to the third floor, time and the elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. On this floor, the wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away. Clearly, there's fucking nothing. So you go up to the fourth floor. All right. Unlike the levels below, this room immediately shows signs of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. This place has definitely been lived in. So on the desk, as you all come up, there's paper scattered all over it. In the corner of the room, there is a standing suit of armor. There is also up here, so it essentially is a lived-in space. There's a standing suit of armor, notes scattered all over the desk, paper all over the place, and there is a wooden chest in the northwest corner that smells of lavender. So to refresh, when you all first started on this quest, when she went missing, there was a faint smell of lavender, and somebody was headless or had their head cut off, right?
Yeah, but he was still around for some reason. All right, well, after I cast detect magic as a ritual, does that suit of armor shine?
Does.
Does anybody have dispel magic by chance?
Negative.
No.
It does glow, but where, like, you know how usually I describe like beams of light?
Yeah.
This is the exact opposite. Like it's been magical for way too long and hasn't been used. It's like
it's inert?
Like a dim of magical energy that's still emanating.
So that suit armor is a little magical. And I know that suits of armor can come to life and attack you when you do the wrong thing. But it's really dim and that's weird. So is the chest magical at all?
Is
anything else in the
yeah.
anything else in the room? On the third floor here.
No, you guys are on the fourth floor.
That's what I said.
Okay. It's not, but okay.
That's what I said.
That's fine. Hey man, that's what you said.
There you go.
Just answer the fucking question, okay?
So no, nothing else up here seems to be magical at this moment.
Okay. Let's pop that chest open.
Before you do that, is there anything around the chest, or is there like I just want to make sure it's not trapped or anything?
Well, yeah, let's inspect it for traps first, for sure.
Okay.
No one's gonna open it.
Whoever's.
I would like to investigate the chest for traps.
I will help him.
We've been playing long enough, boys. I know. I check every inch of the room for traps as we walk. Yes.
21.
You don't see any traps, dude.
I'm gonna open the chest.
Sweet. As you get close to it, that smell of lavender just overtakes your non-existent nostrils.
I can still absorb and comprehend.
No. I know you can, but you don't have nostrils. That's why I said non-existent nostrils.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
There's open pipes.
Anyways.
I know what your words mean.
Did he have a kid?
As you open this lovely, lovely chest, there is as you open it, there is a colorful beaded bracelet with several wooden charms sized for a child.
Magical?
No.
Okay.
Wrapped around a silver dagger and a Tarokka card, which is the hooded one. You want to write that down. Give me a intelligence check. History or Arcana, whichever you want to do.
I'll happily help you in either.
Second. You said intelligence, history, or Arcana, whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yep.
And I will do... What?
You all are all up here. If you guys want to choose who does it, I'll let you do that.
Well, I know DJ has
score.
I know DJ normally has a point higher than mine, but like I said, I can help him because I'm proficient in Arcana.
Thank God you did, because I rolled a 4 on my first roll. That would be a 27 on history.
Okay.
Or you said Arcana, so you Arcana because I rolled twice. So.
Either or, I don't care. It's either or.
He doesn't have proficiency
That's
in
right,
history,
that's
so I can't advantage on that one.
So you all would know that the hooded one represents mysteries, newcomers, and hidden identities. There are also 2 burned pieces of parchment amidst a pile of charred ashes in the stove, including a burned page that says, I'm not going to post a picture because it's just like a flyer, but it says Rictavio's A Carnival of Wonders.
Do they look like they've been burned in the last 2 days? I don't know if there's a way of even be able to tell that, but
No.
The char would be
Where
would
we
be
looking at?
nude, but you would have to have some kind of.
Yeah, no, I know that was a long shot, but I thought it would be worth an ask. At least we know
Yes.
maybe what he was
No.
doing in here when he came up here 2 days ago.
So there was also a kid's beaded bracelet and a dagger, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
a silver dagger.
Tarokka card with the hooded one.
Yes. So there were 2 pieces of parchment. One was an advertisement for Rictavio's Carnival or Wonders or whatever. The other seemed to be a piece of a handwritten journal. As you guys are kind of just scrummaging around and like looking through everything, on the eastern wall there's a fireplace. While you all are looking around, you all hear a random voice just say, we have company.
What is that?
Jynx snaps around and pulls like an Iron Man move. In my infiltrator armor, I've got these like jewels on the back of my wrist that shoot lightning, and he just flips around and points them straight at whatever the sound was.
As you all
Complete paranoia.
as you all turn dead silent, there's a fireplace, and on the mantle there's a collection of knickknacks. You all recognize some of them from Blinksy's store. There's the carousel, all that kind of stuff, and in the middle there is a bust of how I'm going to describe it right now because I don't remember where I saved all these pictures on my computer. Think Albert Hitchcock, like a stone bust of Albert Hitchcock. Just
Alfred.
yes.
Okay. Oh, his brother Albert. That's who it actually is. The lesser known Hitchcock.
Oh, you wait till you learn his name.
Okay.
But you all turn and
Did we find the source of the lavender smell in the box?
no.
Seeing that there's no threat, Jynx goes back to the box.
And I will speak.
One of my friends can talk to whatever the fuck this
I
thing
would
is.
speak out loud and just be like, "We're just looking for Arabelle, wherever you are."
Ooh. And you all watch as this bust begins to talk.
There's a little girl with an old man. The old man comes in here.
I'm not sure of a girl. I haven't seen one of those, and kind of stops and like, well, I can't remember the last time I saw one of those. Either way, welcome. And you notice that on each side you have all these trinkets, and there's a couple books that are on each side of him. He says, if you wouldn't mind, for whatever reason you're here, would you mind bringing one of these? And like you see his eyes kind of like point towards the book. I get awfully bored.
Sure. Got any that to your fancy, or any?
Anything. I've been staring at nothing for, well, I don't know how long.
I grab any random fucking book that I see and I try and like prop it in front of him. If there's even a way of doing that, even if I turn it to the side, move anything, put a piece to the side.
Yeah. You could make shift.
Do you know the name of the old man?
Old man. Which old man? There have been many
man
men.
With glasses that have glasses that have glasses.
That doesn't necessarily ring about. Well, I do know who you're talking about. But him and I did not speak. He oddly refused to speak to me. I was so excited. I haven't talked to anybody in years, at least I think. But no, I did not catch the gentleman's name. Oddly looking fellow, quite drung out, hair quite crazy. I know I can't speak. And he kind of like rolls his eyes up towards his forehead. He's like, I don't have any to speak of, but I no.
Well, what is your name? My name is Zavath.
That's a very nice name.
Thank you.
I am well, I don't know my actual name, but I've grown to call myself Busty.
Huh.
This
Well,
is the Tower of Pun, boys.
Well,
How long have
Busty.
you been here?
Oh Lord, at this point, I don't know. I've lost count. I slightly remember, but it's been I don't know, hundreds of years. Memory is not my strong suit these days. I do remember I used to be somebody, but that's long past. So here I sit as Busty, and every once in a while I get companions and travelers who come through, and it keeps me from losing my head.
Looking in between him and the book. Do I just like kind of like stare at him and just go, do you need me to turn a page for you?
No, this will do just fine.
Is it the Mad Mage? Kazam?
Are you in game?
I asked that out. I asked that out loud. Yeah, in game.
Kind of stops for a second. I'm sorry, I don't know my identity. That is a lovely name. Somebody who has great power, though. Much like Zavath. He kind of stops with what? Both are strong, rare names. Those names don't just suit anybody. Like Busty.
Names carry power. Maybe not that kind of power, but power.
Busty the talking bust.
I would sign behind my back if Jynx is still behind me.
I am.
I would sign. I think the Mad Mage is the one that's with the girl. Like in shorthand.
Cast message.
Yeah.
I cast message back and say, interesting.
Yeah, you say that, and again, another quick read the note. Because the last thing I remember from hearing the Busty talk was him saying the guy has crazy hair, worn thin.
This could all still be Richtofen.
His name is Rudolph
His last name is Richtofen.
Van Richten.
That's what I said.
I was wondering if you were trying to say Rictavio this whole time, and I was like,
No,
I think,
no.
okay, good. Got it. All right, I'm confused. Okay,
Problem
I
is,
got it now.
we said Rick Hoffman so many times that is how I know him now.
Yeah.
I won't be able to change it to the other.
Isn't Richtofen the guy from
Zombies.
Call of Duty Zombies?
Yeah. Terrible.
Okay. I knew I had its rights from somewhere. I just didn't know where.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Van Richten. My bad.
No, you're.
You know who I mean. That's what I said. Booty traps.
Well,
Since he said he used to be someone, kind of like trying to figure out what type of magic, if any magic was involved, but not any type of magic that can trap someone inside an object.
I mean, I still have detect magic up. I can tell you what school of magic is emanating from that statue,
if any.
Technically,
gotta be something.
Yeah, I hope so.
off the top of my head, I'm going to say conjuration. It might be adjuration. I'm just not sure. I have to go back to my technicalities on this. He is not canon, by the way. I would just let that be known. But I know how he's created, so it's one of the two. But either way, yes, he is a spiritual embodiment of somebody.
How big is this bust? Would you say?
It's like a normal, like, life-size head.
So we could just check him in the bag of holding if he really wanted to. If he wanted to go somewhere.
Abjuration is protective and defensive magic.
So no. So then it would be conjuration. Yeah, I mean, if you guys sit here and talk, like, he's kind of loony. He doesn't really remember anything about himself, but he loves visitors. He loves reading. And he would go on a rant about how years ago he read the same book for way too long. Finally, the winds blew it over. So he didn't have to look at it anymore. But he would...
What book?
It was he would just go on to tell you that it was the Book of Strahd. Not... Hold tea time. Phrasing matters. Remember when you guys went to the bookstore? There's like the book to Barovia. Not the Tome of Strahd. I just wanted to be clear because the way I said that. But he's like, if I have to learn any more about this godforsaken country or the lack of, I'd lose my mind if I had one.
Are you not from here?
And no. As far as I remember, I'm from here. I just don't remember who I am. But if you all would like an adventurer, I don't really know what I provide, but I'd totally go.
Yeah, grab him.
He's just now under my arm.
Okay. As you, like, tuck him in, he just says, Talio! To the elevator! This is so exciting!
Is there anything in this room that might be...
I'm getting back to you. Yeah. You do, in fact, find a hidden latch within the chest.
Okay.
Within it, there is a Vistani head that reeks of lavender.
Like the head of a Vistani person?
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Is it a boy or a girl?
No, it's a man.
Somebody help me out here.
It's the guy that we found dead. And then he was alive.
Oh.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
And that was supposed to be watching over. Or the guy who apparently had his head cut off but then showed back up later.
Yeah.
I'm tracking. I for some reason could not piece those dots together.
Yen? Was his name Yen?
Yet.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something weird. Yeah.
Hey, Busty. And I hold the head up. How did this get here?
That's old gentleman you were speaking of earlier. He frantically, at least to me, quite disheveled, came up and put it in here for what he said, safekeeping. He seemed quite worried. They needed to leave quick, as if I didn't think anything else. Somebody was following them.
Who's they?
He mentioned, what was her name?
Arabelle?
That's it. Yes, Arabelle. I did not see this Arabelle, but he did seem quite panicked.
Is there
Anything further up?
You all would look up and realize you're on the top floor.
and it's gonna be a thing. Fuck. Did they say where they were running off to? After he brought the head here?
No,
Just out loud in general.
No, I attempted to talk jovial the way I did with you all or any other visitors, which I don't really ever get, but no, he was very much in a hurry. He was speaking with a, a another lady.
Esmeralda?
Um, well, I don't know names. She was very interestingly dressed. Very vibrant colors.
Are you able
It's
to
gotta be
leave
her.
this tower?
Well, I don't have legs. I can't walk out of here.
Speaking of, I look at you, Jynx, and say, when we have a minute, can you fasten something that would be able to carry his head? I'm going to carry this fucker like Kratos carries Mimir. I'm attached him to my waist.
For sure.
Fuck you for
I
getting.
start working on
Fuck you for getting my reference.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I figured that's what, like, it makes sense, but if,
Yeah.
like, he's not going to have a lot of knowledge. He's going to be like, I'm not sure.
No,
And
but
it's
he's
gonna
going
be
to spout
annoying.
some random fucking stories that we know we're going to enjoy listening to.
Fucking hell. Let's make it like a tree and leave.
I hate you.
get the
I
fuck
got it.
outta
There it
here.
is. That's the right response. But no, it's fine. You guys can go ahead. There's nothing else here. You guys can go ahead and go back down. As you all do, again, Busty just says, "We're going on an adventure. This is so exciting."
Yeah.
No, you guys get back on the elevator, and one of you, all you have to say is first floor, or down to the first floor, whatever you want, and immediately you'll hear the metallic clanks of these chains start going. As these chains start going up and up, as you all go down, you all notice like just this like gooey ooze from the like clay goblins that acts as like a lubricant as these chains fucking go over the pulley systems, and it's just like
I take the vial of holy water I have, pour it out on the ground, and scoop some into it.
okay. I have no idea what we're gonna do with that, but we can figure something out later. Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see if it comes up.
you all watch as like everyone else is disgusted. Jynx is just like "Phew, phew, 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 whoop," and just puts it quietly in his pocket.
I don't know what all the Star Wars noises were for, but okay.
That's how I picture. Look, I picture Jynx as like the robot dude from Grandma's Boy. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
No, you all get down to the first floor, and as soon as that elevator makes contact, and you all hear the, you all see all four clay golems go from lively to that same just position.
We out.
Should we lock the door back?
I'm sure it just automatically looks when we leave.
As you say that, you all hear from Busty just, "Oh, that's silly. As soon as you close the door, it just redoes the thing." Good thing you all got it right. If you got it wrong, not only do the gargoyles attack you, but the entire tower implodes. That would have been wild.
When the magical lockout happens, are you still able to speak?
What do you mean?
When the tower's locked down,
yes.
and it's magical. It shuts. It's got an anti-magic field in it. We heard.
That's not. He starts laughing. That's folklore. It's just a simple arcane lock mechanism. It's nothing crazy. But I have heard that there are quite the stories of what the big spooky tower holds. Spoiler: it's me.
Okay.
And I can't hurt a fly. Literally.
If we throw you at it, you can.
Well, that is true. I guess
You ever wanted to hurt somebody before?
I could be fodder.
The opportunity arises, just cut.
We're gonna get along really well, Busty.
Oh, well, anything in the name of adventure. I'm just glad to be out of that damn tower. I've been there for too long. I was so tired of those walls and staring at the same page. Thank you. Onward! Where are we going?
1 second, Busty. What are we doing about the eggs, Esmeralda situation?
She said that Esmeralda was coming back, so we just leave the bird.
Leave the note.
She's going to tell Esmeralda, the legendary monster hunter, that we stole all of her shit.
I mean, I am getting a little famished. We can get rid of the problem.
That's why I'm asking.
Just saying, the wolves got her. She was free.
All right, I don't care.
It's an animal.
It's sustenance to something.
Yeah, at the same time, though, we do have to be prepared if she finds out that we stole all her shit and killed her bird.
As you're saying this, you hear frantically, "Do not harm the chicken. Do not harm the chicken. Do not harm the chicken. The chicken is sacred. That is not good. Not good. Not good. Put me back if you're going to kill the chicken. Do not kill the chicken."
All right, fine.
Leave the note then.
Yeah.
That's the lady. The lady that I was talking about upstairs owns the chicken.
Yeah, we figured.
Very nice lady. But she loves that chicken. Do not. Do not. From what I understand,
Okay.
she hunts a lot of things, and I don't want harm.
Yeah, just scribble a quick note. Tell her to meet us at the Vistani camp if she wants her stuff. We didn't know she was still alive. We thought it abandoned.
Okay. I'll write a note for her.
Been so bad. Even though that I've heard that chicken clucking all hours of the day, and he just keeps talking, just constant.
Should we put the chicken somewhere safe, so it won't get hurt?
Inside the car,
Did
they
you say-
get.
Yeah.
I was say either inside the car or there's normally
Well,
all he says
we
cave
got
outside as
here.
well.
We got here and it was already out,
Right.
so I'm fine to leave it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just
I
asking the
think
question.
our main goal is to find Arabelle, so I think leaving a note and then just jetting off for that. I don't care about the fucking chicken.
Like someone said,
Fuck the chicken. got it.
Esmeralda looks territorial, so it doesn't look like she's gonna leave the area anytime fucking soon. She knows to wait for Esmeralda.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here, though.
Yeah.
Onward.
You all are able to make it back down without issue to the main road.
Gold bead, Zoldar, please. Gold bead.
He immediately hands it back over. So that did you find what you're looking for?
They said
Not really, no.
that our stuff wasn't there, so we don't know anymore. We're same as we started.
Unfortunate.
And I gotta.
Kind of talking bus, though.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
I can't hold fucking Busty's head up close to the fucking sending stone.
Like as you hold him
no,
up.
we're in front of Zoldar, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Before we were
He,
talking about fucking.
Immediately as like you hold Busty up, he immediately is just like, "Hello, I am Busty. I don't know much more about me, but it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm ready for this adventure. Where are we
I
going?"
have a huge smile on my face as he's fucking talking.
He doesn't stop.
Zoldar just kind of like looks at it and like shakes his head and was like, "I'm." So that's great and all, but do you have a way to shut him the fuck up?
No, not
Nope.
really. We put him in the bag of holding if we really have to, but...
I think we have to. I think
I'm
that's why
just-
he's asking.
Busty, do you breathe? You don't breathe.
Breathing? What is that?
Yeah, you don't breathe.
Well, if you start annoying us, that's where you start going.
No, I think the reason why Zoldar is asking is because we're still out in the middle of nowhere. And
Yeah,
silence-
Busty, you gotta be quiet, man. You're gonna
silence
get us
is
in
the
trouble.
thing.
Yes, I forgot. I don't know how this goes out here. We have to be quiet.
Yeah, like, don't talk quiet, not whisper quiet.
Alone.
Quiet. I can live with that.
Yep.
And he just starts.
Like message.
He just continues to fucking talk, just like in the slightest whisper, like, as quiet as humanly possible.
I am loving the direction this is going. Yep. It's our Bobo the Goblin.
After that, I just attach him back to my fucking hip.
This is the first time we've ever adopted an NPC.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
No.
That's great.
I hate every part of it.
Oh, I love it. No, Connor and I lead right the fuck into this shit.
Trust me, that's why I was hoping he'd be quiet, because I didn't want to go back and hold him. I want this he is mine with me. He is staying with me as long as fucking possible.
I'm going to ask him if he wants to travel, and I'm going to use Face Step. Send him in one direction. Just go over there.
My bitch. But no, Zoldar says, I guess that'll work. I'm just thinking about our safety as we go back.
You're not wrong.
Is there anything else you all need to do out here? I'm not really sure what else you would do, but
we can't find the little girl we're looking for. We know who she's with, but we don't know who he is. So we have description. That's all we got.
And the only direction we got is the way we came to the tower. Is the way they left.
Right. Well, then I guess we'll be getting our way back then, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, we need to go back and talk to Rictavio.
Okay.
Figure out why his shit was in that tower.
As you all start to make your way back, roughly about 15 minutes after you all have departed and started making your way back towards Vallaki, in front of you, roughly 60 to 70 feet in front of you, from each side of the path, out walks two humanoid silhouettes.
Is one very shorter than the other?
They both are wearing some sort of a hood / cloak.
Brilliant.
You can't make out really any physical features between the distance and the thickness of the mist between you all and them.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What happened?
People stepped out from the woods. Humanoids stepped out in front of us in hoods.
How far away are they?
Roughly about 50 feet.
It's just the mist obscuring us, not darkness.
No, it's the mist, and they're both cloaked. One came from each side of the trail,
Road.
and are now standing in front of you all. As they step out, you all hear, with a deep voice, which I'm sorry I can't do right now, one of them says, "Who goes there?" This seems to come from a large man in drab clothing, wearing a tattered gray cloak. He seems to lean heavily on a spear and has a small bundle of animal pelts slung on his shoulder. Just behind him, there's another smaller cloaked silhouette. Also holds a spear of her own. But the tip of her spear seems to be glinting with a scarce light.
Didn't we run into a big guy and a small woman previously?
Only ones I remember are from the bar. I can't imagine it'd be them.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
It feels recognizable, but I generally can't put my finger on it.
It does, yeah. I can't put my finger on it either. Jynx steps forward to the front of the group and just kind of holds a hand up and says, "Hello, we're just travelers heading east back toward Vallaki."
Seems to be that way. From what I've heard, this road has become quite dangerous. We simply were traveling back to Vallaki ourselves. Would you mind if we tagged along?
We'd be happy to follow you.
That was an interesting way of saying that.
Call me paranoid. Not hostile, but paranoid.
Is there really a reason for you to be frightened? Or
Or
on
Barovia,
edge?
is there a reason not to be?
You
At
just
night?
said it.
Well, it's
You just said the roads were hostile and dangerous. That's the
Well,
only
they-
reason.
well, yes. With the wolf packs have been quite troublesome lately. Clearly, me and my lovely wife Mathilda are not wolves.
Not currently, maybe. I mean, no offense. I'm not trying to be contrarian or anything. We're just trying to protect ourselves. You're strangers, as we are
No,
to you.
that's perfectly fine. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? And he pulls his cloak down, and there is a. I don't want to say pale skin, but he's not peach skin, right? He's like in between. Like think of like the hair,
Yeah.
right? Gray. I mean, silver fox long hair. And he walks up and says, "Where are my manners? My name is Zolst.
I closed it.
ZSOLT.
Good, I'm sorry.
Z.
ZSOLT.
Yes.
I close the distance, meeting him halfway,
Sure.
and go to shake his hand.
As
Intentionally brushing the silver on my knuckles against his hand when I do so.
as you reach your hand out, he immediately like stops and puts his hand around his wife and says, "Pleasure to meet you. This is my wife Mathilda. We're traveling from Presk back to Vallaki. We have these," and he pulls out his bag, and he does have a bunch of like pelts in there. This time of year, Presk doesn't bode so well for pelts, but Vallaki is always in need.
Can I ask the DM a question?
You can ask me a question. I don't know if I'll give you an answer.
Could you help me to remember what the wolves looked like on our journey to Vallaki when we were fighting the wolves and there were two of them up on the hill looking down over us? Could you help me to remember what they looked like?
The
Was one of them particularly gray and the other one smaller than the gray one?
and black, and Mathilda has black hair.
Okay, you answered my question. Thank you.
Yes. But he introduces Mathilda.
While this conversation's happening and he's talking, I put my hands behind my back and I sign to Zavath what I've picked up.
Just in low elvish, I would just say exactly what it is to grab him. And behind my back, I would just make a fist for Torin. And it would be more so because we have traveled together so long, he just knows that means fight.
Hostilities. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, on guard.
Potential. It's potential,
Right, it's
right?
not a thing, but we're not, it's tense.
prepare-
Stay on guard.
Prepare, but don't engage.
It's tense.
as
Like, it's getting
as
hot.
this is all happening, like as I imagine this is like
Bam, bam, bam.
as he puts his arm around Mathilda, this is when all this is happening, right?
Yep.
He immediately goes into explaining why it's so dangerous. And he says, you know, there's been this tale of that's echoed through the woods as of late. A tale of a Vistani woman, a kind of phantom, who stalks the path under the moon's gaze. They say she's not from this world, but the realm of death itself.
That's spooky.
You all watch as he licks his lips. She's said to be a frightful sight. with eyes that burn like embers in the darkness and an iron leg that shrieks in the night. They say she's clad in patchwork of cloaks, like a wandering vagabond. But don't let that fool you, for in her hand, she carries a wicked blade, a weapon of thirst for the blood of innocents. He then chuckles lightly. Though, does her blade drink well? She's been butchering good folk in the woods, they say. Men, women, children. That matters not. Whip! Goes her blade. And off comes their head trophies for her dark desires. He pauses. And Jynx, you notice that his lips spread with a wolfish grin. But I'm sure we'll have not to worry about with fine, strong folks like yourself on the road. And besides, he kind of like looks over at his wife. How deadly can the tales truly be?
Given this place, I don't tend to underestimate anything.
In that moment, he kind of looks at everybody. Gave me a perception.
13.
21.
Hold on. Still rolling.
10.
That's a 22.
I only rolled 13, bro.
You notice
Anyone but us.
you notice Esmeralda's eyes are bouncing between your all's weapons. And while he's talking, she's eyeing you all up. And as he kind of finishes, her gaze meets yours. And immediately, she says, my love, listen, being trappers, we have no issue getting around these woods. Clearly, they don't trust us, which is fine. I completely understand. Let's not waste any more of their time.
You're not wasting our time.
Well, it's quite okay. You all can go on about your way. She looks up towards like through the canopy of the forest. It's probably about time to make camp anyways. It's not that big of a deal. Light this time of year is no issue. A full moon is 2 days away. So don't worry about us. Sorry for spooking you all. That was not our intention whatsoever.
No harm, no foul. We aren't paranoid because you're you. We're paranoid because you're not us. That's all. Maybe no offense.
No, Saul speaks up, and that's perfectly understandable. My apologies. I often forget that not everybody's from here. And what's normal to us isn't normal to everybody. So it was a pleasure meeting you all. We'll bid you adieu.
Pleasure meeting you as well. I hope to see you again.
Likewise.
Maybe with more light out. But
well, hopefully in Vallaki. We should be there tomorrow.
maybe we'll see you there tomorrow then.
That would be wonderful. Have you been to the inn?
Yeah.
Blue Water?
No, it's great. They have some of the best wine.
Well, they did. They haven't gotten any in a while.
So I've heard. Even in Kresk, we've had issues coming from the winery. I'm not sure what the wizards are doing up there, but hopefully that gets resolved soon. Everybody around these lands love the sweet, sweet nectar.
Yeah, we need to find out if we ever make it out that way.
Well, hopefully you do. Kresk is beautiful.
Anywhere in particular we should check out when we're there?
The winery, for sure. Yester Hill. It's just to the north. It's also great.
Okay. So anyway, it is
Flat.
like dusk. Sun is about to set, kind of a situation.
Yeah, we gotta go.
And that was a question for the DM.
I'm sorry, what?
It's like dusk, right? The
Yeah.
sun's about to set.
Yeah, you guys are getting close.
I turn and look at Zoldar, and kind of pull everybody into a tighter group once the other two are out of sight, and explain what I saw verbally to everyone, including Zoldar and his brother, and the connection, what I believe them to be. Zoldar, you know this place better than us. You know how far away from Vallaki we are. I don't know that I trust to be out in the open with them. I mean, one of us could keep guard, and I'm sure that's fine, but should we two-step it back to Vallaki, or do you think we're good to camp out here? I know we're only 2 or 3 hours away, right?
I mean, if you guys book it, you guys are about an hour and a half.
I'm good with booking it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they kind of like, real quick, after those two kind of walk past you all back the way you all came, right?
Like toward the tower.
Yeah.
They're headed toward the
Yeah,
tower.
like
Okay.
just towards the tower. Zoldar looks at you all and is just like, I'm not too sure who those folks are. But I'll tell you right now, I know everybody in Kresk. They are not from Kresk.
I can tell you that we've run into them before, but they were not in human form when we ran into them.
Yeah, she was eyeing us up the whole time,
Yeah.
checking out our armor, our weapons. I watched her eyes. We gotta go.
I went to shake his hand, and I was going to brush his hand with this, and I pointed the silver on my knuckles. Zoldar, I'm assuming Zoldar's never seen it before, but I was going to brush his hand with this just to kind of test the waters, and he very quickly swerved.
Makes sense, and also that's lovely craftsmanship.
Thank you. I did it myself. Well, I did this one. Somebody else did this one, but
Well, it's best that was handled the way it was. I've never seen those two in my life. If it were up to me and you all did pay me to make an opinion in this and lead you,
we did.
I say we book it back. We should be able to make it back, no problem. But with them out here, I'm not trying to be a dinner tonight.
Agreed.
Agreed. And Jynx turns and starts jogging.
Wonderful.
Nope.
Yeah, and it's not even like you guys have to like run. It's just like you guys got to move,
Pacing.
right? Like
Yeah, pacing is like go. We're not sauntering down the road.
It's not a leisurely walk.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like on standard? I think it's like 15 miles a day at a standard pace, 30 if you're hurrying.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Right. Which 15 miles a day in a walk is incredibly low.
Yeah, for real. That's not insane at all. Hold on.
But yeah, so yeah, we'll double time it back. Did I say that I took everything out of the chest earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, including the burnt stuff out of the stove or whatever too. All the burnt.
Yeah, the
parchment.
papers. Yeah, because that's where the note
Octavio's
is.
info on it.
That's
Okay.
where the note is that I told you about.
Yeah. I wanted Rictavio's stuff, but yeah, that too. And the kid's beaded bracelet. So
Figured you were gonna take.
I also took the head and put it in the bag of holding.
So you all make it back without issue. You all get back to their shack. And again, they thank you all. So if there's anywhere else you all need escorting to, we know most of the places within the land, as long as it's known of. We're always here to help escort. Again, not much of fighters, but we're always here to help, especially if we're
You guys have-
already going out.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
You guys have silvered weapons of some kind, yeah?
We do. It's
Okay.
werewolves are a rare occasion around here, but better be safe than sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
With those two out there, I don't trust them.
Well, if
They're
that is
definitely
the
hunting
case,
us.
if that is the case, if they wanted to attack, I'm not quite sure why they wouldn't have right off the break. I, but I do understand what you're saying, and there definitely is something odd about them.
Well, like Zavat had said, the chick was checking us out, looking at our armor and weapons, and several of us are carrying silvered weapons at this point, so they may have just taken the tactical stance and not attacked based on that alone. But once we split the group, and there's only two of you alone, that might be a different story. So I'm just trying to look out for you.
No, I greatly appreciate it. And next time you all are in town, if we meet up at the inn again, first rounds on us.
Why don't you come to the inn with us tonight, and I'll buy your first round.
And he looks as I can't tonight. We have things to do here. There are 3 nights a week that we can't. You have to understand. We process, and he points over to one of the racks outside with hides.
Understood. Understood.
I,
No explanation needed. I'm
but
just offering. It's no big
no,
deal.
no, I completely appreciate the offer. We will be in town tomorrow though for the festivities. So if
Okay.
nothing else, we'll see you there. If you all get there before us, save us a seat for the feast. If not, the other way around. Either way, I'm sure we will run into each other tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. I hope to see you.
Okay. You all are able, at this point, it is like nightfall. You guys know the path.
Double time it.
You guys are extra cautious, but moving. You all do hear some weird noises from within the woods, but it remains uneventful. There's screeches and abominable noises that you all can't even really like comprehend at the moment. You're like, nope, don't like that. We're just fucking going. Like, don't want to do with any of this shit. You all make it back to the west gate, no problem. The guards see you coming and immediately open up the gates. You guys are back in town.
I was going to say, as we arrive to the inn, is Rictavio downstairs, or is it too late for that? We're, what, an hour, 2 hours past sunset?
So, as you all walk in, a few things are going on. You notice that for the first time, the entire inn is empty. Minus the owners, which I'm not going to look their fucking names up right now. The entire...
Lucian and Lydia. Petrovich, right?
No.
Nope, that's not right.
No.
I got that wrong. Danica
like,
Dorakova.
It's like Erwin and
Danica.
Yeah, Erwin and Danica. Yeah. The entire place is flipped upside down. Tables are turned. This place is ransacked. As you all walk in, both of them are just trying to like clean up this entire area. Danica looks over at you all and just kind of like half cockeyed smiles. Sorry to tell you, there's not service tonight.
What happened?
She like gets flustered, and Erwin speaks up, and Isaac happened. That's what happened.
Was he looking for somebody?
He was.
Irina?
He just nods. We tried to tell him she wasn't here. And clearly she's not here.
They wrecked the place anyway.
While the question's happening, I'm gonna start helping them flip tables upside down, chairs, all that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
that's what we're
Absolutely doing the same thing.
Yeah.
That's an understatement. He even went through our kids' rooms. He didn't take anything, but the whole place is in disarray.
We'll help you straighten it up. Just say thank you and go on with what we're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's get to work.
Yeah. So no, Rictavio is not there at the current moment.
I'm going to send Skitter up to check his bedroom to see if he's there.
So Rictavio's not there. All of his belongings are still there. His room is in disarray. Gitter would even probably go over to like Ural's rooms. Dude, it's like
check them all, yeah.
It's basic training day one. Like
So
that
all
shit
the mattresses
fucking
are so
dumped
dirty.
everything. Yeah.
right. From what he reports, all of what you all would have had there is there.
Still there.
It's just everything is flipped.
Okay. I was just going to call Rictavio down to help. That's all. So no big deal. I'll call Skitter right back and keep going about cleaning up.
Keeps going on. You all really don't have to help. I'm sorry
We
that
chose to. It does not matter. We are choosing to. You didn't ask us.
We didn't have to pay what we paid, and we didn't have to help with the other stuff we helped with either. This is just who we are.
I appreciate that.
So let's just get it back together, and you'll be all right. If you need something, let us know.
And then you guys can rest for the rest of the night because you obviously need it, and we can talk about this tomorrow.
If you wouldn't mind, he hands you like this wooden sign that just says closed.
Yeah, I go right outside and put it up.
Luckily, there weren't too many people in here when he came stomping in. It was before, I guess, our dinner rush. But the few people that were in here all ran out. Rictavio packed his things up and just said that he was going back to his caravan down in the yard.
Yeah, Rictavio's a fucking coward.
I don't know about all that. He's just he's a different type of gentleman.
Gentleman's a stretch.
Well, he tells good stories and brings people in.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
From a business standpoint, I'm not saying I'm friends with him, but he does bring people in.
Understood. I just don't trust him, that's all.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Something about him rubs me wrong way.
I completely understand.
It's really hard to it's really hard to rub a robot the wrong way.
It's just like a look across the room, and I'm like,
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
no,
Jynx right there in the middle of the room.
no.
In a very boisterous way, you're not used to seeing Jynx be. This situation bothers the shit out of him. This isn't how things are supposed to go. This isn't what the room's supposed to look like. This isn't how people are supposed to treat other people. And it's bugging him because it doesn't compute. He can't fucking figure it out. Logically, this doesn't make sense. Fuck at it. And he's flustered because of it.
No, it makes sense. Rowan would still try to keep that, like, not positive, but like that neutral stance. Say what I like. Like I said, if you care to speak with him and address it personally, I'd rather it not be here. And he kind of looks around. But he did say he was going to go down to the storage yard and feed his tiger. I did give him a plate, and he left as tensions quickly rose, which honestly isn't out of the norm. We all know how Isaac is.
Doesn't make it okay.
Correct, but I also understand that everybody reacts to situations differently. And
What is he reacting to?
maybe the weird large freak with the demon arm coming in here flipping things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were referring to Isaac reacting to things.
Oh, no. Rictavio.
I understood. We're on the same page now. Thank you. That's fair. That's a fair point.
But for what it's worth, and I know you all don't really know me. I don't get necessarily bad vibes from Rictavio. I just look at him as a entertainer. You have to take him with a grain of salt, yeah.
It's not the entertainment that bothers me. There's more going on there. I haven't figured it out yet. But there's something off about him. I can't place it. I'll figure it out. I always do.
It's fine. Do you all need anything? Kitchen's not really up right now, but I could whip up something.
Sorry, please continue after that disruption
you're fine.
that I apologize for.
Balls in your all's court.
Do we want to clean up and go to bed, or do we want to clean up and go visit Rictavio?
Like so when I say it's nighttime, I mean like it's just now night. Like you all still have plenty of time if you want to.
People would normally be in here drinking and partying right now.
Yes.
Rictavio would be singing his songs and telling his stories.
Well,
It's still very early.
Especially a day before a festival, you think this place would have been packed when we entered, but because of fucking that
Right.
demonic armed cunt.
Agreed. I personally would like to go visit Rictavio at the yard where he's feeding his tiger. Now, I'm not saying that with intent to fight him or start shit.
No. Yeah, I mean, like I
That's
said,
my
we got time. I'm happy to have a word with him.
I fully want to finish fixing everything.
Oh yeah. We won't leave until this place is back to what it looked like before, basically.
Right. Even the kitchen, the kids' rooms, even Rictavio's room, everything. I want everything put back where it's supposed to go.
I mean that'll take you all. If all of you were working like together, which obviously you would, we're talking maybe an hour. It's not going to take.
I'd even have Skitter out so he could do cups and forks and little shit.
So
right?
I mean, by the time you all got in there, like they were almost done fixing the downstairs, right? And it's just like turning like chairs and shit back over. It's something that's going to take forever. So you all would 100%. I would say if you all give 45 minutes to an hour, you all.
Hey, Gravin, is this something your echo can help with?
Oh yeah, he's been out.
Let's do it.
I would say an hour goes by. You guys got everything back to pretty much the way it was, right? Like, they're going to, as business owners, they're going to tinker with setting things up in a very specific way. But
adjusting stuff.
Yeah, but you guys are good to go.
Okay. What are we doing?
Rictavio.
Yep, it was all.
I think this needs to be unanimous. This is not a democracy in this specific instance, considering how late it is. Zavath, a no is a no, and that's okay.
I don't mind talking to Rictavio. There's got to be tact with this guy. A lot.
100%. Totally agree. We need to approach it intelligently, not emotionally. I completely agree.
Because we are in Vallaki. Isaac does not like us.
Isaac doesn't like anyone.
Right, but he also knows who we know.
Yeah.
He has to.
No, you're right. 100%. I totally agree. We're on the same page.
So.
Okay, let's go see him.
I mean,
on the way there, if you would allow it while we're walking, I would like to get a short rest in, if that's okay.
Yeah, you guys I would say your short rest could happen while you guys are fixing stuff up.
Okay. Because I'm switching my armor back from infiltrator to defender, basically, is what I'm doing. So It probably makes more sense for it to happen on the walk, because I'm doing shit, obviously. But
okay.
Yeah. It'll be good for him
Yeah,
for us to
I'm
talk.
just gonna switch that.
It'll also be good for us to talk to him now anyway, because he's gonna be a bit fucking pain in the ass to try and talk to him tomorrow with the festival going.
Yeah,
And then after the festival, doesn't he only comes in for the festival, doesn't he? And then goes somewhere else after. Do I remember hearing that?
maybe.
I don't think he's 100% here all the time.
He's not 100% here all the time. I'll tell you that.
Octavio?
Yeah. So if we want to talk to him later, that's why I think yes now. It's just easily.
He told, just as a reminder, he told you all that he's part of a traveling carnival.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for everybody else to come into town, right? That's
Yeah.
Have they do we know if they have come into town or not?
You wouldn't know that. No, you haven't seen anybody. Let me
Okay, I didn't think so.
let me get right. So, you all make your way through town
Making my way.
down to
Downtown.
the RSX stockyard, and it's a normal like storage yard for what you all have seen. There's all kinds of things, right? There's carts and ships and all kinds of containers and all of this. Off towards the back, though, you do notice a very familiar looking cart that catches your all's eye. And as you all look, you do see Rictavio, who seems to be kneeling down by one of the wagon wheels. And he appears to be adjusting the rear left wooden spoke. X, as you will approach, you notice that he seems to be faking the funk, for lack of better terms, right? Like, he just keeps going over the same, like, he's going through the motions, and he seems to be maybe talking to somebody. His lips are moving as you all approach.
What's wrong with your wheel there, Octavio?
My friends, what are you doing down here?
We heard you were down here feeding your tiger. We saw the blue water in the condition it was in. Figured we'd just come chat with you, make sure you're okay.
That Isaac,
I know, right?
I know they said that he was a problem, but he is a fucking problem.
Yeah, he went off on grabbing yesterday morning. Or that was this morning, wasn't it? That was this morning.
This morning.
Yeah.
He came in demanding for them to tell him where Irina was, and she's not there. They weren't lying. They don't know where Irina is. We don't know where she is. But he got mad and flipped the whole place just looking for her.
He tossed your room too.
He destroyed everything.
We cleaned it. We cleaned it up for you.
Even my room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we cleaned up everything.
Oh, my friends, you really shouldn't have. It's gratefully appreciated. And he stands up and kind of puts like his, for lack of a better term, tire iron, because I don't know what the equivalent would be.
Wheelwood.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, his wooden tire iron.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the equivalent would be. He kind of like sets it down and stands up to actually talk to you all.
Just as an Xavier thing, when somebody else is having a conversation with a person of interest, I tend to wander, right? DJ can attest to this. He hates it. I tend to,
I do.
disappear when it's like, oh.
You only do it when it's somebody fucking weird or annoying. You only do it then.
I do it. Yes. So.
Then. You do it then.
So.
You motherfucker.
So.
I hate it so fucking much.
During this time, I'm going to walk around the cart. As if I'm inspecting the area because of what I saw. So it's slow. It's like the old man with the hands behind the back, just leaning forward, just
wandering.
Yeah, but I'm literally just kind of paying attention to the surrounding area. As I walk
Picking up
around.
on this, I will do my best to keep Rictavio's attention. I won't, nothing overt. I'm not
Okay.
going to like
No, you're
grab him
just
and spin him away, but
yeah, I got you.
I'm
Just
going to
in
keep him
conversation. Yeah,
engaged.
100%.
Yeah.
X, what are you looking for?
I'm not necessarily looking for anything, but potentially signs of another person, or if he was talking to the animal inside the cage. I'm not investigating. I'm not physically looking for that, but anything that would give me a sign of there was somebody here that ran away before we got there.
Tracks on the ground, shit.
It's not just dust that could be still
Anything.
floating in the air, like anything.
So there's no signs of anybody running away.
Mm-hmm.
So as you walked up, you would be able to deduce that if he was talking to somebody, that somebody is still there.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just keeping myself aloof. Right? Like, hey,
Okay.
I'm tired and I gotta keep moving. I can't stay still. It's been a long day.
Give me a perception.
So, 14.
Did you guide yourself?
No, I didn't. That's why I didn't add the points to it.
I'm messaging you.
Okay.
While Zavath is roaming the way he is, did you want to do anything else, X, or were you done?
Nope. I'm still just kind of
Okay.
moving about.
Okay, just want to make sure I didn't want to interrupt you. While Zavath is doing his wandering thing, we're in conversation with Rictavio here.
Yeah.
I'll comment and say, I noticed you were working on your wheel. Is there something I can help you with? I'm kind of known for fixing things. You can ask the boys. I'm really good at this.
Best person we know.
Jynx turns around and interrupts Rictavio and just looks at him and says, in the most genuine you've ever heard Jynx. Thank you. And he just looks at you for a minute. Like, it's completely caught Jynx off guard.
Rictavio, after like a small pause where like he was starting to talk, he was like, no, it's just I'm performing I guess
Maintenance?
just with the weight of animals in the back of these things, sometimes spokes can come loose. So,
Yeah, especially with the saber-toothed tiger. I get it.
I figured since I was down here, I'd go ahead and just tighten everything up.
Have you finished, or do you still have more to do? I'd be happy to help you.
I
There's a lot
actually,
faster with two people.
as you all were coming down, I was finishing.
Okay.
As he says that, I walk up from behind, and I'm like, latch is open. Did you mean to leave that unlocked?
The latch is open, and Rictavio immediately hurries towards the back, and he pulls a lock out of his pocket and starts to latch it. I says, "Oof, that could have been terrible. Thank you. I would have been kicked out of another town."
Even if the tiger follows your orders?
Still a wild animal. I once heard a story of a great tamer named Siegfried. Turns out Roy went home very sad. But
So, while we're here, Rictavio, I had a question for you. You've been in town longer than we have, and I imagine you know something about the surrounding area. We're really trying to figure some things out around here and figure out how to help people and find things and unlock doors and all. God, the list is longer than both my arms put together. Is there anything you know about the area that can help us? Anywhere you've been, anyone you've met, anything you're familiar with, any interesting people? interesting beyond the normals around here. Obviously, I mean everybody's kind of interesting, but
Um, hmm. Uh, well, obviously, you know Erwin and his wife. They're
yeah, Danix,
yeah,
right?
they're wonderful people. Zoldar has stories for days, depending on what you're looking for.
No, we were just out with Zoldar actually and his brother.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Were you out hunting?
No, actually, we ended up visiting a building nearby.
Mm, Which what did they take you to the old windmill? Those ladies are very nice.
No, we do have an intent to go there at some point soon, probably after the festival, actually. But we actually went to a tower to the west, about 2, 3 hours away.
Oh, um, did you find any treasures or
I
anything
I
worthwhile?
I instantly hold up Busty's head.
We found that.
Busty, you can be loud again.
He he looks at this and says it's a lovely statue. And as he says that, Busty just thank God that I was going crazy. I was sitting here whispering the entire time, and I couldn't say a thing, and I didn't want to be too loud, and you all didn't tell me where the range was. But what is this place? Wow! Would you mind
Busty,
turning?
you did great. You did great, Busty. You did great.
Hold on. Would you mind turning 360? I would love to see the area.
I instantly just start turning
And
360.
as you turn, he's just like, "Whoa! Slow down, slow down. I'm gonna get some motion sickness. I'm gonna throw up." Busty doesn't want to
Torin,
throw up on himself.
I don't think you can throw up, but that's funny. Torin, why don't you show him the tiger? I've got something I want to show to Rictavio.
And to be fair, I'll ask Rick Tovio, do you mind pointing to where your saber-toothed tiger is?
Should be.
It's in the cart right next to us.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know if he was just like in the back
Yeah,
corner somewhere.
No, it's Rictavio kind of steps up. It's like it's in the cart itself, but it's not friendly to anybody else. It would be irresponsible of me to open.
No, that's fine. I'm guessing it's still I can see in.
No, it's a completely enclosed cart.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I imagined it had bars
Yeah,
like the old
that's what I was
circus,
thinking.
like Barnum and Bailey circus kind of thing.
Sorry, I should have told. That's another red flag, but you guys are already on the case here. Right.
Okay, fair
I'll
enough.
just go for a little wander around then. Like just a little fucking search of the
There's,
area.
there's not a tiger in there.
Nope, no way, not a
No.
fucking chance. So Rictavio, while he's going around showing Busty's really fucking interesting, right? Found him in a tower.
He talked so much, but
We had to convince him to be quiet. Actually, it was quite.
yeah, well, actually, he would be wonderful in the carnival. If you want to make a deal, I'll buy him off you.
No.
Well, that's kind of up to Busty, not us. He's his own entity, and we
That's
respect
perfectly
that.
fine. I'm as a businessman, I'm sure you understand. I'm always just looking for the next great act.
Well, speaking of business, actually, I had a question, and I pull out of my bag the burnt card that is Rictavio's like advertisement or whatever it is that we found, and I hand it to him and say, "We found this in the Mad Mage's Tower to the west of town here, and I'm just curious as to how that might have gotten there."
Give me a perception as you do this.
16.
Okay. You notice his eyes like lightly jolt.
It widened just a touch.
Just a front hair. Like if he's hiding something, he's fucking good. He's good.
Okay.
He was like, you say you found this in some mad mage's tower to the west.
Yeah.
Well, I do travel the land. I did come from Kresk. Maybe they found it and they liked it. And he, like, as he looks at it, he's like, it is fine penmanship, is it not? It's hard to find a good calligrapher who could do this consistently with this quality.
Wait, Rictavio, let me share something with you. Can I share something with you?
By all means.
May I see your hand, please? I promise. I mean you no harm.
Of course.
He
But hold on,
takes.
before he does, he goes,
Good.
these are my livelihood. Just remember that. And be gentle. They're priceless.
I totally understand. Waving my half finger and everything. I get it.
It's actually the spider hands. Like, yeah. Yeah, he holds up.
I just hold my hand out, and as he places it in my hand, I say, "So I just want to share with you what specifically we saw," and I pull a thought strand out of my head and place it in his palm, and it immediately starts burrowing into his palm again.
Just here grabbing. It's
Or not
fucking
again.
weird.
Burrowing into his palm like it did Gravin's, I should say. And I hold him firm, not in a way that he can't pull out of. But
if he freaks out, you have control of the situation.
Right. This won't hurt, but I'm sharing what I saw directly with you, so you can see it just the way I did. And I'm sharing with him the tower, the cart outside of the tower, and everything on the 4th floor that we saw, including what his stuff was, where we found it, and the condition it was in when we found it.
So this is like a straight Inception moment where like that hits, and it's just like that moment. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it just like flashes. He goes, he looks around for a second. He goes,
and I let go of him as soon as he's like clear again. I let go of him immediately. I'm not trying to be hostile here.
He immediately just kind of takes a step back and goes,
It's jarring.
It's not. No. He looks around to see if anybody's around. He goes, I have answers for everything. And
I hope you do.
You hear from inside the wagon a bang. And you hear a voice start to not panically whine, but panically whine. Just keep saying over and over, he means me no harm. Please open the door. He means me no harm. Open the door. And Rictavio in that moment just goes, hold on. And he reaches in, pocket, pulls out a key, comes back up, looks around again. Nobody's around. He opens the door. And out comes a small gypsy girl. She's completely unharmed. Completely unharmed. A matter of fact, immediately clings onto Rictavio.
Boy, it's a good thing you said that part, because I was about to clock this motherfucker.
No. And she says, please, he saved me. He didn't hurt me. He was protecting me.
Saved you from what?
Rictavio looks up and says, Yen. And Strahd.
So who's the yen that's still in the village over there? Outside of town?
He looks at you slightly confused. What do you mean?
I mean that we went over to talk to Arabelle's father. I'm assuming this is Arabelle.
She nods.
We talked to her father because he has no idea where she is, and he showed us where Yen was decapitated, and she went missing. And then we saw Yen in town, still alive, with his head on his shoulders. And those two things are very confusing when you say them together.
Who has the doll?
So I'm just looking for...
I reach in my bag, and I do grab the Blingsy's doll, hand it to her.
As she does step out, she is holding a saber-toothed tiger plushie, which is like her comfort animal.
Okay.
DJ, when you fed him fucking memories, did you feed him the part where Jan's head was in the fucking chest as well?
I did not. No.
Okay. I was just curious. I'm on like the other side of the fucking.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm getting there for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So I look at Rictavio and say, I'm really confused by a lot of things, and it's very hard to confuse me. It's kind of almost impossible to confuse me. So I'm just wondering how Yen is decapitated, and I pull his head out of my bag of holding. See, here's his head. But if you walk outside of town and go into the Vistani camp,
as you pull that out, he immediately like looks around like this is not okay to pull a random decapitated head out. And it's like, I put it away. Put it away.
I put it back in my bag and say, outside of town in Vistani camp, there is a Yen walking around, still alive. Explain that to me, please.
I personally, I cannot explain that. Did you see him for yourself?
Yes,
We did. We talked to him.
we did.
Doesn't make any sense. You're
right, it doesn't.
He like in a panic of like how this looks in this moment is like looking to Arabelle, and it's like I don't know. You told me.
Hold on, time out. Rictavio, time out. Gravin, since you gave Arabelle the doll, would you mind taking her over and introducing her to Busty, and also explaining that Madame Ava is the one that encouraged us to get this doll for her? Just explain the situation across the board. Maybe Busty can distract her a little bit while Savath and I talk to Rictavio a little further. Would you mind?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gesture towards her
appreciate
to
you.
follow me for a second.
As you do that, she doesn't put up a fight, but like she wants to be heard. We all know what that's like.
Sure.
And she says, "No, wait."
Jynx immediately drops, like stoops down to her level and says, "What do you have to say, hon?"
She goes, I'm sorry to, I guess, cause all this. But I knew you all were coming for me. I dreamt it, and
Okay.
Octavio didn't hurt me. He's not any of that. He saved me. Yen was
I didn't think he hurt you.
Yen was randomly in the woods that day and asked me to come with him. So I did. And he tried to kidnap me.
Okay.
And he took me. I met up with two other people. I don't know who they are. The one lady was older. Skin white as could be.
Do you have a chicken?
No.
Esmeralda would not be white as.
She said that something about taking me to the castle. I don't know.
Was she really pretty?
She looks up at you and just goes, "She was one of the most gorgeous ladies I've ever seen."
Real dark hair.
She just nods.
Yeah, okay. I think we met your friend there.
She says,
Well, not friend.
I didn't know what else to do, but I knew somebody was looking for me, so and she kind of like pauses for a second. So the only thing that I could think to do after, and she looks up at Rictavio and says, he took care of Yen. I knew you all would be looking for me, so I tried to leave you all clues. I left a card. I even stole, and she looks at Rictavio and goes, I'm sorry, but I stole your handkerchief, and I attached it to a branch.
Oh.
And I put a bracelet when You weren't looking. I'm sorry. I put a bracelet in your chest in the tower, and
I pulled a bracelet out and handed it back to her. You mean this bracelet?
her eyes immediately light up, and she goes, "My mother gave me this," and immediately puts it back on.
And I pull out the handkerchief too and hand it back to Octavio.
He takes it looking just not confused, but like he's taking all this in because he didn't even realize some of this was going on. You know what I mean?
Like, goddamn.
He was just trying to protect her. He takes it and puts it back in his pocket, and she again just absolutely just over apologetic. She didn't mean to lie. She knew people were going to be looking for her, and she felt if she did this, she would be safe. It's the Vistani way.
Arabelle, you did exactly the right thing. You did exactly what you should have done, and the things you did led us right to you. You are a brilliant little girl.
She thanks you.
And you're going to grow up to be a brilliant woman.
She thanks you, and she looks back towards, looks back, and she gives him a huge hug. And he says, at least we got you back safe. And she hugs him and says that, we couldn't play forever. Eventually I had to come home, and you got me home safe. And he hugs her and says, I know. He goes, but we do have to get you back home.
We'll take you tonight if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine. In the meantime,
I do have some things I got to handle, though,
sure.
If that's okay. And if you could go with Graven, he's going to explain to you where this doll came from. Madame Ava sent us a very long way to give this to you. And we're going to introduce you to Busty. Busty is fascinating. You're going to love him.
You want to see a talking statue?
But I'd like to have a couple private words with Octavio, if that's okay.
She goes, a talking statue? Yes. And immediately, and like, as she walks over, all you hear is, hello, little girl!
I love it. As she walks away, I stand up and kind of look over at Zavath and look back at Octavio and say, thank you for protecting her. I know I don't need to thank you. I don't owe you any thanks. I have no legitimate ties to the girl, but we were tasked with finding her, so thank you for protecting her, and we will deliver her back to her father. I have a favor to ask of you. We can tuck ourselves between carts here, if that makes sense, or between buildings, or whatever the case might be, but I need you to take that hat off your head.
He looks at you, and he kind of smirks for a second. Says, I think this might be a conversation for the inn. I have no issue, but not here.
That's perfectly fine. I assure you, we mean no hostility. I just want to confirm
it's
some
not that just
things.
Not here. It'll all make sense back at the end.
We're going to take her to her father, and we'll meet you back there. I will knock on your door when we arrive.
That sounds.
You'll find everything in your room the way it was when you left it.
No, it's perfectly fine. While you all do that, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my tiger's fed. And he winks at you.
Of course. We'll see you soon.
Right. Yep. You all are.
Let's take her back to her dad.
Okay. You all take her back. No issues. You have the normal warm embraces of a father with her daughter again. I will say I'm not going to pull names up right now, just because fuck that. His brother, who was Ergal. I don't know why it just came to me, but
whatever.
Ergal comes in and straight up tries to start shit. We don't need to have the 20-minute roleplay session.
Sure.
Because Ergal already came clean to you all about what just happened, right? Mm-hmm. But essentially, he was going to try to make it. He would claim that he was stalking you all and that essentially he would try to make the claim that you all were somehow working with Rictavio because he followed you all to the tower. None of your all's perception was high enough to catch him coming. That's why I was asking about perception.
Okay.
But there's no reason. Obviously, Arabelle's back, and she immediately says no and says, "Here's what's going on." The version of Yen that you all know hasn't been seen since you all left.
I fucking knew it.
Okay.
It was Strahd.
There's something along those lines.
There's somebody
at least,
working with Strahd, son of a bitch. I thought about it the first time you said it. I was like, that's not him.
I almost attacked him. I almost fucking attacked him. Anyway, back to this.
keep
We're
going.
running short on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything there is fine. He thanks you all. He pays you. I can get you all the amounts of all that shit
And just-
after we're done session.
Yeah,
Just for brevity's sake, because of time, because I realized time did creep up on us.
you're fine.
I just want to get through you all talking to Rictavio, and then that's where we'll end.
Yeah.
It'll only take a couple minutes, I promise you. But
I have a good idea of what I'm gonna see. I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody else has any idea what I'm doing, but
I'm already picking up
I ain't
who
got
it
a
is.
fucking clue.
I
I feel like
already know
obviously
who it
I
is.
understand he's
I
probably
have-
there's a feature about him that hides under the hat.
when we first encountered him, Jynx cast detect magic in the tavern, and he had 3 magic items on him. He had boots that showed evocation magic. He had a lute, the guitar, that showed transmutation, but it wasn't exactly transmutation. And he had a hat on that had illusionary magic. I believe the hat is disguising his true form. I think
Right.
that he is probably a devil, if I had to guess, but I'm not 100% sure of that.
Who is the one that wrote the book that we have? What is his initials?
Well, RVR. I mean, it is his handkerchief, isn't it?
It's gotta be him.
Yeah.
He disappeared. No one knew where he went.
Yeah, not Rick Toffin, but
So,
Van.
Go
back
ahead.
to where,
Yep, keep
back to
going.
where we are.
so
Van Richten.
you guys wrap up all that stuff with them and make your way back to town. The inn is
Making our way
closed.
back
It's
to
very quiet. There is a sum of 30 gold sitting on the bar with a little note that's for your help earlier. It's up to you all if you
Yeah,
take it or not.
I'm leaving it there. Leaving
Yeah,
it right there.
leave it.
Not touching it.
Yep.
Um,
I'd leave a note back. No thanks. You'll mind.
you all go upstairs. You can knock on Rictavio's door.
100%. No hesitation. Knock right on the door.
You all knock and you hear somebody, what sounds like somebody stepping up off their bed. And the door opens. In front of you all stands a white-haired, old Van Helsing-esque man.
Hey, Rudolph.
He says,
Come on, man.
he says, "Come in." And you all step in. Do you all want to end it there, or do you want to ask him? Because that's a good cliffhanger right there.
I'm good with leaving it.
I am
I'm
too,
leaving
but
We're leaving it. The
I know.
DM is making us leave it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I already
It
agree
gives-
with
it
him.
It gives us more time to talk to him in the morning when.
Yeah.
Set
No, you
Whenever
guys-
we do go back to it.
Yeah, you guys got plenty of time. No, that's a cool place to end it. That's a good place. That's a good place.
This is
For playing my stupid game.